Well,
Or else I will wrap you up like a mummy, you motherfucker.
Mummy was last time. But I will be bringing up Mummy
for
during
like
this.
1 second. He comes up, he appears.
Does he?
Yeah, like in one scene. There's literally like one scene when they're like showing everybody, he pops up.
Are they talking about him?
No,
No,
they
he
don't
just
talk.
he's just there.
You just see him kind of in the background, like when they're introducing all the other fighters.
Huh.
He just kind of pops up, just like, what?
Mm.
How are you here?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's immortal. Well, he is immortal, but like, yeah.
You're, I don't know, like, how did they rebuild your whole Gundam that fast?
Well, Dark Gundam, and you've seen what it does.
Yeah, that's true.
Master Gundam and whatnot.
Master Asia wasn't really connected with the G-Gundam.
No, but his Gundam was. His Gundam was built entirely from it. Which is why when he got face planted, he almost died from it. And during the second part, he's dying from the wounds Domon inflicted on him during the first fight. Because he isn't G-Gundam'd up. I mean, Dark Gundam'd up. Which is a great plot point and works perfectly. Super.
Well, I can't wait to talk there because that was actually a great like situation.
Dude,
how
it's
they
so
wrote
fucking.
it.
Oh yeah, okay. So
that was written brilliantly.
Like Master Asia is probably one of the. So we're I guess we're full into it now.
Start the recording. Let's just start the recording.
It's already been recording for 5 minutes. The whole dude jerks off thing. That's all been recorded.
Okay.
So don't worry, we got that gold. We saved that gold.
Recorded. Okay. Good. I wanted to make sure we talked about the bloody snakes. Okay.
All right. So. Yeah, so let's just talk about Master Asia for a second. He's probably one of the best characters in anime, period. Like, just his relationship with Domon is fucking great.
His situation and his story was so well written. The way they manipulated your perspective of him throughout the whole show actually was, in essence, just an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Because 1 minute you think really highly, then really lowly, then you're kind of going back up, then it plummets again.
And then he kind of gets you back a little. Because he's cool.
And then at the end, he just kind of flies up through the roof. You know,
because he is cool, and he's always cool, and he's always kind of nice. But he's like he's not basely evil. It's just when his plans are about to come to fruition, is when he's actively like feeling evil.
And I don't know. He also like. At the end, like, he brought that thing I said that what made Gundam really good, like the ideological differences, he brought in super fucking hard out of nowhere, and it's like, where the fuck was this the whole show?
Well,
that escalated quickly. It just kind of like escalated so quickly.
Well, they were showing it the entire show, but then they got to it at the end. They actually went out and said it at the end. But like it's a good point, and then even Master Asia is like, nah, I was in the wrong. This was stupid, but I really wanted you to be with me there, Domon, which was really nice. Like, the whole time. Even though, he at the end, he's literally going off and saying, if you didn't show up in Shinjuku, you would have just found me later, I would have trained you some more, and you would have been the Herald of Destruction, and we would have reset the world and made it perfect again. And it's like his whole plan was like 100% around Domon, and I said like too many times.
Like,
his whole plan was 100% around Domon.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because it's a master and pupil, and he actually cared for his pupil, and the reason he wanted Domon to be so strong and that he liked Domon so much, his love for Domon made it so that he was like the center point of his evil plan. Which is kind of an interesting thing that you don't really.
So much sadness in his fingers.
Well, no, he got sadness in his soul because he knew he lost, and he knew he lost, and he felt like he was right. He felt like he failed the world.
It was more like he knew he was wrong.
Yeah. Well, no, he felt like he failed the world at that moment. I think.
Yeah.
And he's like, the world's never gonna be perfect again. I failed. Even if I beat Domon right now, Dark Gundam's gone. So what am I gonna do?
Dark Gundam cannot survive.
Like, am I just going to put him in there? It's not going to take him. It's already blown up. And that's the best part about that was that he had to go out of his way to say, Domon, look, when I fought you, it was just me. I wasn't getting amped up by the Dark Gundam or anything. This was just me. I like that. How he had to go out of his way to show Domon that. That was cool.
Well, it was a good way of him letting show Domon, like, look how strong you really are. You know what I mean? You beat me at my best. You know, I wasn't mind controlled. I wasn't in some blind berserker rage. You know,
This was just 2 fighters and you finally beat me. Even though you beat me
Yeah.
before, but hey.
he was still the undefeated of the East.
I guess it's because he never lost in a Gundam fight match. But
Man, I
like
don't-
he was face planted into the ground and exploded. You lost, sir. Get over it.
No, they were in the West, Shadow.
And I love how even
undefeated
though
of
he
these.
took those wounds,
I was in the West. That's a good point. Yes,
Yeah.
it was a great point, boys.
I love how when he took. Well, you don't know where the Gianna Highlands are.
We can pretend for plot convenience. Okay, it makes sense for the plot.
I like how when he takes the wounds in the first half of the show, at the end of the first half of the show, it actually carries over into the second half, and he's still hurting. Like, it actively fucked him because he's not G-Gundam, he's not Dark Celled up. DG cells.
Yeah.
Which is
So
awesome.
he can't just insta heal at all. Yeah.
No,
Because
it's not.
it's carrying faults of your characters forward in through the show. Which
Oh,
is
you're
cool.
talking about that. I thought about
Which
I thought you were
most
talking about
shows
the
don't
DC
do.
cells. I
Okay,
thought you were
what
talking
were we
about
saying,
the
Puddin'?
DC cells.
No, we were
Like-
saying it was cool that he didn't take the G cells. That
No.
that
So
little
his
thing
injuries
added so much
persisted.
more to him.
Because that's
Yeah,
something
it
that
added
anime doesn't do
so-
usually, where injuries sustained usually disappear very quickly.
Usually they're
Yeah,
like,
no, it's kinda
okay,
like in,
see, you
Boku
made
no Hero.
me. It's more be like at the end where he screams like, "You made me take the G cells. The injuries you did to me." Like where they try and use it as guilt rather than, yeah, no, you fucked me up before and you got me this time, man. Congratulations. You know.
No, I think so. In that aspect, I think that Boku no Hero did it better
Mm-hmm.
because, like, halfway through the series, he has to change his fighting style purely because if he uses his arms, he's going to destroy his arms.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Oh,
again,
like
that was very
Ippo and how he's gonna
interesting.
break his ankles. Yet he
Yeah.
consistently gets
Yes.
more and more into it.
And he's able to do it more and more, do more inhuman alterations to his technique. You know,
Ah!
things that would, if you ever.
We're not talking
did
about that right now, Shadow.
once,
I
you
know, it's
ever
just
did
the
once,
show is so
fuck
unbelievably
your
stupid to
knees,
even look at.
Fuck your ankles, okay? You
Mm.
you do what he does, the Dempsey roll, like where he resets his pace. You're dislocating. You're tearing your rotator cuff, okay,
Mhm.
for your fucking ankle. And if you tear your rotator cuff, you're not doing shit.
It's like
You know what I mean? Like
it's like
that's
Ippo
why I
has some of the
laugh,
cooler
like,
fight scenes I've seen, and like just 2 guys punching each other in anime.
I love.
But then
the
you
Ippo
have the
movie.
story and how it happens. It's just stop pretending you're in real
Ippo-
life. Just say you're in another universe, like as like a little side thing. And there's Golden State Bridge, and it's like pink. I would be like, sure, you're in a different universe. But it's like it pretends to be in real life, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't do that.
The thing I'll say about Ippo is this: the base anime has its issues, but they have really good movies. Like every movie that's not about fucking Ippo is fucking fantastic. It's like, wow.
As
they
long
have,
as the main character isn't on screen, I love this show.
No. Like,
No.
not even the show. I'm just about the old, like the movies. You know, like the one where one of the dudes that I can't remember the fucking names. One of the guys at this dojo fights the crazy dude. You know, like from early in the show and shit. And it was like it ended up being a really fucking good fight. It's really good. They make really good movies. I just think the base anime is not that good because just fucking like I don't know. Something about it, man. It's hard to explain when I haven't like even looked at the show in like 6 years.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I
I mean,
apologize.
you want to talk about shows I haven't seen in forever? I didn't. Last time I've watched this show was a little bit after me and you played 99 Nights 2, and we started talking again. Yeah, so that's how far this has been since I've watched G-Gundam.
Why did you have to remind me of that game?
I know, it's so bad.
The online wasn't bad. You know, actually
No, but like the
fun.
game was shit in comparison to the first one. There's no...
Yeah.
it's hard to argue
No.
that.
The game was
The game was really
different.
bad.
Yeah.
And all I
the
remember
game was
from it
weird.
is me quitting it because I was farming that Pirate Girl skill for the longest time on that one mission. That took like
skill
20
was
minutes
so
to beat.
fucking broken.
And it's just like, ugh. And by the time I got it, it wasn't even happy. I was just like, all right, I did it. I'm done. Like,
It was more just out of like you did it. You finished out of frustration.
yeah, because it was like a 20-minute mission. I had to do it like 30 times or some shit. I was so fucking fed up with
know.
it.
I know. I was one of the end missions.
And the missions aren't even fun. Like in the base game, that's the problem.
Well, they weren't
Some of
fun
them
like
were good.
one. They were fun,
But
the first
nowhere
time.
near 99
weren't
Nights 1
fun.
with like the goblin
They
missions
weren't-
were fucking amazing.
Well, 99 Nights
Oh my
1
God.
did a lot of like. They didn't just like throw you into the missions again with your character. They mixed it up. They threw other shit at you. You know, the characters I thought were better. You know, I didn't like the characters too much in
Like I
number
still
2.
remember, but here's the thing, I still remember the pale skinned goblin for being an awesome
Mhm.
character. I don't remember the fucking pirate chick apart from that she was a pirate-esque looking chick, that like a black girl with a blue outfit or some shit. And
Yep.
crossbows or some shit, and she had a really OP skill that I was farming. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
But I remember everything
summoned a
about the
black
pale
hole.
goblin.
Mhm.
So it's
I
like,
remember. Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. I agree. I mean, again, 99-1's their end game was so much better than 2. 2, they did like this whole, we set up a bunch of co-op missions, but I thought were really fun. They were really cool.
they were fun, but the game was
Yeah, they were cool, but
below
it's
the
like
last one.
they didn't
So that's
work
Soul
too much into the
Calibur,
end game.
guys.
Well, Soul Calibur, yeah, it's coming out in a couple weeks. What about
I
it?
just love how Tyra was playable in the network demo.
God, I love how they had only ranked matches in the network demo. So half the characters that are style switching, you can't figure out how to fucking switch their goddamn styles.
I know. Again, they just wanted you to run in and bash buttons.
I loved playing Tira
the young
defensive
force is
only.
gonna do.
Trust me, it was so much fun.
Oh, hey, you know what, man? I just picked Talum, and I learned that little like double flip hit when you jump in the air, and I just kept spamming that.
I did. One thing I will say about that beta is I didn't play much of it because I didn't like how there was ranked only. I wish that I
Yeah.
would have played much more of it if there was character select. However, I did play Sophetia, and she was so good.
Yeah.
She was.
Who?
She
Dude,
was so much better than 4. She was
Oh, so, yeah.
infinitely
Oh my
better than
God.
5.
What are you talking about? All you do is you walk up and you do mediums and you like 8-shot people. She, like,
And
she
her command
almost
grabs
does
are
as
fucking
much.
awesome.
Her damage was comparable to Nightmare in
Yeah.
6-3 on a per hit basis, and it's like, why
It's nice.
Yeah.
is that anything? That,
like the
that
demo
was not nice. That was
for some reason.
ridiculous.
Well, no.
She
What
did
was stupid was the
damage.
fact that every single time I RB countered, I don't know what it's called, but I RB countered and
Yeah.
clashed. Every single time
Yeah.
I would press Y, we would clash. I would press Y again, and I would win. I
And
don't.
sometimes
I don't know why. Because again, no training at all. So I'm just.
I
So no
know.
one knows what to
Can't
do,
test
and I'm
anything else.
assuming
Mhm.
it's what it was.
A rock,
Was
paper,
like
scissors.
you have to like, if you hit medium and the other person attacks medium, that means it
You
goes.
reset your
It's
clash,
resets.
yeah.
And then if you
Then they do,
recommit.
like-
And you go high and they go low, then it goes through. Whichever one has the quicker attack. Problem is, this becomes a rock, paper, scissors, and those aren't fun. And I was watching it, and you can't predict, because if you wait till last second and their attack animation starts playing, you just
It's
win.
too
You
late.
just lose. The other
Yeah,
person
we're
just
gonna
wins.
have to
It's
look into that.
I don't get it.
If it's a rock paper scissors,
It is
yeah,
rock paper scissors.
sometimes
They've
some
already
people
said that.
dodge.
I
They've
don't like
actually
that.
said that. They said that's rock paper scissors. That's the intention.
It's so
supposed to
strong
be
too,
rock,
because you
paper,
get just
scissors.
hit RB and you get a free counter, and then you can just
Yeah.
follow up. And even if it's medium, just back out and like you
And
win.
then if you win, you can just pop your super though, and then there's a third of their fucking health bar for free.
It's so fucking.
Yeah, well, it's for 1 bar, but you know.
It's so weird. Okay.
Okay,
So
back to-
so one thing I want to do talk about. How many of you
How many?
at what point did you realize that this fighting
Either.
anime turned into a romantic anime?
I mean, they had hints throughout the whole show.
Yeah, I know, but it
Yeah.
got there hard at the end. So
It was still
That's the
one of those
only thing that
moments
got
where
hard.
it's like escalated quickly, you know, because there was only like 2 scenes that they brought the romance in before the very end, and that
Oh,
was
they
during
got-
Canada. That was where Mr. Grizzly Adams, and then when
yes.
Swartz, she joined up with Swartz at the end. Those were like the only 2 times they ever like brought light onto their relationship until the end, and it's just like, God, I forgot about that.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's not important for most of the show.
It was,
Which
no,
I
it was like,
appreciate, 'cause, like-
I thought that villain was hysterical. Though he's like, I just need a young woman. Has to be Rain.
Yeah, that was the one dumb part about the
Like,
ending.
You're like the head military guy.
And you can't just get some
you
random
can just
chick.
Take You could just take this,
Well,
run
okay,
away,
okay, so
go to
here's-
any slums, grab like 10 women, and
Yeah.
throw them all in there at once, and be like, "Here,
Or just
feed."
say, hey, random military soldier. Yes, sir. Go in that. What? Do it.
Do it.
I guess, sir. Just do it.
Go.
You get to pilot a new Gundam, and then it just grabs him. He's like, ah. Or she's like, ah.
I've seen
yeah,
enough
look at
hentai
so
to know where this is going. No, you
There's
don't.
so many. There's
Man,
so
yeah,
many.
No,
There's
you
so-
haven't. She turns into metal.
There's like-
This
it's
isn't what I
so weird.
expected.
Like, it's so weird that and then that kind of like forced
almost
the
like-
relationship stuff.
It's almost like
Yeah.
Darling in the Franxx also made their protagonist turn into
Dark.
a stone.
Gundam.
That show stole so fucking much. It
What?
hurts. So
what's that last bit?
remember at the end of Darling in the Franxx, when the main character is when the main character 02 is like emotionally distressed and is apart from her body because she is piloting the main Gundam, and her body, her physical body, turns into stone back on Earth, air quotes,
Oh,
because
I see where you're-
she is piloting that, and then you have it here, in which Rain gets sucked in and gets turned into metal. Because she is piloting the big Gundam that also shares some very slight, this isn't too big, but it does share slight design similarities between Ultimate Gundam and that final thing that 02 pilots.
Yeah.
There are
Oh,
some minor similarities. There's not a lot, but it
there
looks a
wasn't
bit.
just 5 million. There wasn't the whole top part was this very
Yeah,
similar.
roughly. It's just that other one was more womanly, where this one was like keeping with their Gundam theme, which was smarter. But hey,
Yeah, which is Gundam, and then they had just more.
Well,
monster
they
heads.
kept the name too. It was womanly. All the darlings, not darlings, but damn, they're called Franxx. Franxx is
yes.
female.
Mhm.
So it both kept with their style.
what?
I don't know. I
Because the
thought it was
bad
really
face.
funny. Like before that was like
Only
when
thing goes
Rain
wrong
was
with the dead
fighting
face.
Anna. It was like, how did you last in 2 seconds against Berserker Anna, who took out Neo Germany
Because
in
she
1
did the
second?
stupid. Because she did
Bullshit.
the stupid thing.
Bullshit.
She didn't
stuck
take
her
out
fist-
Neo Germany.
She did.
Yeah, it did.
She did. She beat
No,
him
no,
like
but
in
Neo
less than
Germany
a
was
minute.
already dying.
No.
Schwartz was already dying.
No, not Schwartz. No, she beat Russia. Neo Russia. I'm sorry.
Neo
She beat
Canada.
Argo. No, she beat Argo.
No, she beat
Yeah,
Neo
no, she-
Canada.
No, Anna beat Argo.
No, Neo Canada. She blows
No,
up Neo
because
Canada.
during the
The
yeah,
only
but
thing I
I'm saying
remember
like
her blowing up
during the
was one
tournament,
guy. Neo
she
Hong
beat
Kong.
Argo. She beat Argo.
Was it Neo Hong Kong? The guy
Neo
who-
Hong Kong was the villains.
Neo Hong
Yeah.
Kong was
That's where Master Asia was from.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Master
he was
Ranger.
Emily. He was the guy who was like, oh,
No,
I'm
but
on
like
a big-
it was during the Neo Russia, Neo
Russia
Canada versus
lost-
Neo Japan, Neo German,
No.
Neo Sweden.
No,
Where she
he
takes
lost,
out-
he lost
Yeah,
one
say
on
that
one
right.
to him. No, she
Oh,
beat
you're
him
talking.
one-on-one
Oh
off
yeah,
screen
You're
during the
talking about how
tournament.
she beats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was
When they were,
like. So
yeah,
here's the
then
thing:
you-
the Dark Gundam is actually
It's
really
like-
fucking stupid because she became one of the 4 horsemen of the Dark Gundam.
No,
and it
no, she
became
wasn't at that
stupid
point though.
for
No, she
Kings.
wasn't at that point. That was
Marshall's
before. Before she fought Domon, she fought Argo.
Yeah, I know, and
she beat Argo. in that
Yeah, I
fight.
know what you're saying. She beat
Yeah,
Argo.
and she beat
In, like,
Argo in less
less
than
than
a minute in
Yeah.
that Berserker form.
Rising
and you're
Gundam is
telling-
also a very high quality Gundam.
Rain. Yeah, but regardless, Rain was able to fight her for several minutes in Berserker state
She
and
didn't
in 4
really
hour Berserker state
fight.
and not get instantly ripped to shreds.
Well,
and be
Argo
able to
went in
defend
to
herself.
fight her, and Argo. Well, they also have
Uh,
entirely different fighting styles. Rain was more focused on not beating her opponent and staying away, whereas
Rain's not
Argo was
trained as
trying
a
to go in there and beat
combatant,
it.
No, doesn't matter.
And
Rain's
was-
not
and
trained
got a-
as a
and was-
combatant. Rain is a doctor and a mechanic. She wasn't
Again,
trained for
if you're,
combat.
it doesn't. But you're in a
Main character
Gundam,
battle.
and
Main character battle.
you're in a Gundam though, and it's like the
She still
Gundam
has
means
to
a
know how to
lot.
fight.
And when
The
you
Gundam doesn't teach you how to defend
Okay, I
yourself.
was just checking. No, they have no similar writers.
Inhuman, like light
I was
attacks.
checking between
Like-
Don Bronx and
No, they have a
G-Gundam.
similar rhino. Annabelle is very similar to Ichigo, and
No,
when
no,
she
no,
goes
no, no.
berserk, she gets pink
No,
hair
no.
just like 02 does. And then she starts
No,
clawing at the
so-
walls of her pilot.
no. So I was going to say they have the actual writers of the shows aren't the same.
No, they're
I was
not.
gonna-
No,
check
no.
No, they're
There's
not.
no way
Gundam-
a writer would
No,
redo his own
they're-
work. That's very
Gundam-
rare that writers just straight up redo their own
Gundams
shit.
do that, but no, it's like the Gundams had their own set of writers, and they only
Yeah.
have their
Look
own
at the
teams.
God, what's that fucking video game series?
No,
Sorry.
the closest thing to say is look at Dragon Ball and how they constantly redo their own shit. Speaking of which, Broly movie 2 trailer. I mean, Broly movie.
I haven't seen it.
Broly movie Super trailer. God, there's so many of these now. Came out. The
Fire
second
Broly.
trailer came out recently, which I'm not watching either.
Mhm.
And I will wait
Yep.
until the movie comes out. And when that comes in, by the way, we're doing a stop cut, and we're just doing those that week.
Yeah,
That's just gonna happen
Yeah,
at
we
this
can do
point.
that.
So.
yeah. Hey, SAO Bridge episode 13's out. Okay, so there's something good to look forward to.
You mean the finale of Cell Arc and
No,
TFS? Oh.
no, no.
A giant mech
SAO
game
Bridge
flirting with the
ended
enemy.
first season. They're on the
Oh,
second one now.
wow.
They're into Alfheim, and somehow they're actually making sense of it.
Speaking of which,
Which
I
is
strongly
hysterical.
recommend we don't do Broly movie 2 and 3 because Bio Broly and then Broly movie 2 is some stuff, but Broly movie 3 is just
Oh yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, yeah. No,
We're
no.
not
Most
doing
of the
those,
ones
I don't think.
crap. Yeah, no,
Unless
we'll
y'all are
do the
super
ones.
interested.
We'll do the ones.
Which
We'll do the
case-
first movies.
there
We'll
goes
do
Poison.
just regular first movie. We'll do first movie, and we'll do.
Hello?
Oh yeah, I'm a super. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why, but my thing
If
just
Toriyama does not win in the backstory department,
They won't.
What?
I don't know what I
they
can.
they won't. Broly movie has a lot to it.
How can you?
And if you
No,
don't,
no, no, no.
because the first like 40 minutes of Broly
Backstory
movie
story.
is all backstory on Broly. And
Well,
stuff.
yeah, it's more about like the Saiyans.
Yeah.
No, it's more like
They're
more
not
like
gonna
into
beat
the
that.
heritage of the Saiyans.
They're not gonna
No,
beat
they're
that.
not gonna be. They're not gonna beat that. I'm
It's-
talking about just Broly's personal backstory, not the first
No,
part.
They're
of
not
the
gonna
movie.
do better. They're not.
How can you do just as bad of I want to murder Kakarot?
It's not
'cause
that
he
bad,
has a
though. It's
baby with
better
no
than that.
Sakurai?
It's terrible.
That one point.
That's
if they
not
cannot
the
beat
fucking-
That one aspect. I'm just saying.
When we watch
they-
the movie, this is gonna be
I
a
understand.
GT scenario in which you're like, oh, there was like 90% more to this, and oh, this was just the memes that we got, and we're being stupid because we're just taking other people's opinions as our own.
I understand what you're saying, Shadow. I'm just saying, like, I hope they could do better than that. If they can't do better than that,
No,
this
it's gonna be
movie's gonna
bad,
be
but people who
horrible.
watch Super are gonna like it. They're gonna think the old one's shitty and dumb. That's what's gonna happen.
yeah.
It's the same thing that happened with Super. The people who like Super, and they think Z is shitty and dumb. That's how it is.
You know what? I hope they do
What do you
Yeah.
hope?
in the backstory. Let me. Here's my headcanon. In the backstory, what's the Vegeta of World 13?
God, I do not care about your. I didn't watch
Hobby.
much as Dragon Ball, but I'm gonna talk about backstory on Dragon Ball that I'm making up or taking other
You
people
mean
to make up stories.
Abel? You mean the kid from Universe 6?
Yeah, we never learned who rules Planet Vegeta.
Nobody,
And I
because they're a
wanna-
peaceful Saiyan race.
No, I want it to be Broly.
It's
I
not
That's
want
Broly.
Broly to be the
stupid!
leader. No, it's not.
They're a
The
peaceful
problem is they
Saiyan
can't-
race. Why would the
Look,
strongest
look,
person
look.
be the leader of the peaceful Saiyan race?
Broly, first off,
Because
cannot
it's
be.
easy to keep everyone. in
The
control
reason
of
they
the
can
other
First off,
transform easier is because
let
they
me-
have more S
let me-
cells in them, which only good people have. So if Broly can transform
Yeah.
into the legendary Super Saiyan,
He's a great person. You don't know that.
no, he's fucking not. He's Broly.
You can't tell me.
That
he doesn't-
defines
Look,
the.
look,
That
look,
literally
look,
goes against Broly. Hey, at
They've
least it's
already
not.
announced, Poison, that Broly has some association with Frieza. Not Frost. So he can't be from Cabell's universe. Because Frost is in that universe,
So here's
not
the
Frieza.
stupidest fucking part about all
So
this, right?
that's impossible.
What if Frieza was his father?
Nope. Nope.
Here's the
No, it's
stupidest
father's
fucking
king.
part about all this. It's not gonna get as bad as Kale turning because she has a little hissy fit that her imaginary girlfriend in her head is talking to a little boy. Okay, and turning legendary Super Saiyan. So as long as they're not as bad as that, I think they're gonna be in the positive for Super on legendary Super Saiyan so far, which is disappointing. But hey. I mean, Goku's
won't
only
be-
in his 40s or 50s, and she's like, oh, she's spending time with Goku and not me. Goku's gonna fuck her. I'm gonna go turn legendary Super Saiyan and attack him. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, that makes sense.
It's so... She's like 15.
He whined when I was a babe.
There's a fly in here. It's like, it's so fucking no, that's not the reason, Poison. The reason Broly turns into the legendary Super Saiyan is because his own father is a cruel fucking person the entire life. His fucking own race is literally out to kill him. King Vegeta was trying to kill Broly the whole time. Frieza was trying to kill Broly the whole time.
No, he wasn't.
Because he
Frieza
was.
Frieza never knew of Broly's existence, actually.
Yes, but Frieza would have tried to kill Broly, and that's what his father was telling Broly, because we're running away from the people who destroyed our own planet. And our planet was strong fighters, even though we don't like them, they were still pretty strong, and that person blew it up. So he was going to get Broly strong enough to do that. That's why he had to have the mind control device, because he's cruel and manipulative.
Half a universe and blew up a universe.
The only connection Broly has with Kakarot is that he doesn't like Kakarot, so he aggroes on Kakarot during the movie. That's the only connection with that.
I understand.
It's so fucking stupid when people go, oh, he turned legendary Super Saiyan because of it. Because I remember watching that movie 3 times, like 10 years ago. And I still remember that. It's like... Ugh. Ugh. Anyways, G-Gundam.
So, weird question I had. Just because Team Hong Kong won, I didn't think that would give them the right to change the rule of the tournament at any time during the tournament without anybody's consent.
I think it's just no one else has ever done it before.
Every time. And I mean, literally, couldn't he just turn around and be like, yep, Neo Hong Kong wins again?
Well, the rules were fair. Like, they weren't like, they were a bit harsh.
No,
but they were fair.
Were not.
What are you talking about?
They were shifted into his favor.
No, they weren't. The 3 rules were you could target the Gundam. You could target the Gundam's pilot. Fuck, what was the second one? The second rule was...
No, it wasn't those rules. It's just like all the changes he would do mid-tournament. Like, now don't want fighting this person.
Oh, well, but if anybody found out about that, they would have, like... The reason they couldn't do anything is because he was the leader.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so he's allowed to change the rules.
Well, no, they would have, the concession is that they would have all attacked him once his guy won because of cheating. They would have just broken the agreement and attacked Neo Hong Kong, I'm assuming. Which would have worked because he didn't have Dark Gundam fully under his control like Neo Japan did at the end, but hey. But the rules he added were fair. Like, I thought you were talking about the rules in the beginning, which were fine. They were harsh, but fair. I mean...
No. I thought it's like all the random just changes, and it's like, why does it just get the right to do this all together?
Well, like, the magnet and stuff, like, the magnet under the thing, that's cheating, but it's like, oh, well, his Gundam was malfunctioning. You gonna fight me on it? And everyone's gonna go, nope. It was just corrupt person being corrupt in a corrupt system.
Corruption.
It's what even Master Asia was talking about, of, like, the Gundam fight is supposed to be sacred, but in its current form, it's getting twisted by these people who are in it. Because he's, the whole time, every time Neo Hong Kong...
No, with him, it wasn't just about that. It was more about just, like...
Every time he did something bad, he was like, how fucking dare you stop that?
It was more about with Master Asia, like, more about, like, how can we say these Gundam battles are about peace when you look at all the destruction they caused?
Yeah, because at the end he was like...
Yeah, because they could easily just not have destruction. Case in point, the finale tournament, where it's all taking place in destroyed areas and arenas.
Or in space.
Yeah. It's
but
like...
Either way, it's like yeah, that's what he was saying, like, at the end.
Well, that's just a corrupt government thing of like, well, the space colonies don't care about what happens on Earth, so fuck it. And that's the thing. Yeah. It's just like, if as long as you did this in like a controlled section of the Earth, no one's gonna have any issue. That's the whole point. And that's kind of where it goes into afterwards. It's like, we're gonna work to make this better. It's kind of like Domon's thing.
Domon.
Domon's like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. I got my woman. I'm fucking done.
He was like that for a minute.
Oh, G.
There was a hot minute where he's like, all right, we're just gonna leave after this tournament's over and we're done. And then Rain leaves. Oh shit! The point I was going to talk about earlier is, remember when we were talking about Rain and we got distracted? When Rain gets sucked up into the thing, the reason it had to be Rain here, there's actually a small reason for this. It has to
Could've
do
grabbed the
Ultimate
right
Gundam.
Domon.
Remember the dude, Domon's father's research, right? It was Shining Gundam was only good because it ran off of anger. Only anger, not even hatred, just anger. That's why it was stupid. That's why that was a stupid design. And Domon's father was like, "That's a really dumb design. You should have it work off of all the emotions rather than just, the one, because then you only have the one giving it power rather than everything else unlocking its true potential." It's like, oh, that does make it better. So he just makes the Burning Gundam, and Shining Gundam is relatively inferior because Burning Gundam just works off of everything, so it's better. Ultimate Gundam's built the same way, is where it works off of all emotions. So, and Dark Gundam was corrupted. So if you have a person under high emotional distress, like Rain was at that moment, because she didn't know what she was thinking right, she wasn't thinking right at the end, transfer that into Dark Gundam's going to be a bit more powerful. So he's like, that's good enough. You get in the Gundam.
You just kidnapped some random woman.
He could have, but it wouldn't have been as much emotional distress as that what Rain was going through.
I don't know about that, man.
Well, see, Rain was going off of the thing like, oh, the person I love, I literally ruined. I literally ruined his entire family. My family ruined his, so I can't possibly be with him. I'm going to pull back. And that's kind of the added thing that they're going for with that.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from. I'm just
that was
saying,
like Mr. Wong's or Mr. Hong, whatever the fuck his name was. He liked a lot of Pocky.
Wong.
He liked candy and Pocky. He's like the whole time eating Pocky sticks at the end. I feel like they had a deal. Maybe the creators just really liked Pocky and were like, fucking...
They wanted that sponsorship for their next manga and anime.
Yeah.
Alright,
Come on, man. I'll make it about a professional Pocky stick juggler. Okay? He juggles them and eats them while he's juggling, man. It's amazing.
Let's talk about, real quick, let's talk about our jobbers that we like the best. Who is your favorite jobber? Mine was by far the assassin, because he was fucking amazing. He was fucking cool.
Of the second set or of like total?
Total.
So like
Total?
your jobber, like which is your favorite jobber?
Yeah.
Like not the main cast, jobbers.
Oh, definitely Bear.
I mean, I agree for the first part, but in this one, not so much.
Yeah.
No.
Italy, because he becomes a fucking eagle.
Oh,
More America, man. He becomes a bald eagle.
he's one of the 4 kings of the Dark Gundam. Dark Souls
Yes.
also stole from G-Gundam.
Eagle. Bald eagle. We had.
He wasn't a bald eagle, though.
And a bald eagle.
Jiminy's the only one that can use eagles.
Yeah. Only that would have been better if Jiminy would have beat him and then rode him through the battlefield.
That's so stupid.
I think you're getting a little bit too crazy here.
Insane to the membrane, insane to the brain, okay?
Yeah,
All this shit made me lose my mind up in here.
This
Up
isn't
in
right.
here.
Master, I think I was gonna write Master Asia's alive again. I like slurred the shit on my first sentence. being a alive. Okay, let's stop recreating this sentence because it's gonna be gone anyways. Worth the turn. Master Asia is being alive. is alive again. Defeated fire just showing back up. Could this be a dastardly plan by Master Asia? Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, we had that whole thing too. It was like, oh, the fighters they beat showed up.
Well, it was
like,
straight up. Well, that was like their. The reason they did that was not all the fighters, but 2 of the big fighters. Like it was Neo England, and Neo Italy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was basically there to show the main characters, yeah, this is gonna be rigged the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me question because until George talks about it, like late into his fight with Neo England, I thought he didn't die for a second and just passed out. But then he says, "You were dead. I saw you died. How are you still alive?" And it's like, oh, okay, so he did die.
Yeah, no, he died.
Because for a second I thought he passed out. I was like, I'm pretty sure they were talking like he died. That's weird that he's just back. What the fuck? Also, that dude's poor wife sitting there going like, what the fuck? I buried him.
He was dead, but now is alive.
That's
No.
I sold all the mobile dolls. What will we do now?
Oh, never mind. He's actually fighting a pig again. Wait, what? Master D, defeated in the East, plans to become Super Asia, master of the East, South, West, and North.
King of Hearts.
No, he didn't want to be the King of Hearts. He wanted to be the undefeated of everything. He wanted to become Super Asia rather than just Master Asia.
Super Asia.
Which is basically what he
The
just
one-
said to like be, I'm a villain, Domon, come get me. And then actually works to rile Domon up, and Domon ends up going, I'm gonna defeat everybody and not lose on my way to the top. And then apparently that aggroes everybody? Because in a competitive tournament, you're not trying to win all of your matches? I don't...
Yeah. Not like the
Uh,
Japanese thing. Like you want to win, but don't talk arrogantly.
Well, like,
Yeah,
that
it's
was,
like a thing
that
coming
was
in, like,
something that a lot of
Asian-
people... Yeah.
that's
I
Kind of
guess.
just a thing in like Asian, like Asian
I mean,
culture.
it's our culture too. For one reason, like Boxer comes up, he's like, "I'm the best. No one can beat me." Kind of shit. Seems cocky.
I mean, your
Yeah,
record
and everyone's
says
kind of
that,
knock
though.
him down the peg.
And,
but-
like, Domon's record literally said undefeated up to this point. And remained. So... Because draws don't
and he
count as
was
defeats.
one of like he was one of the literal favorites coming into it.
Yeah, like, they even go out and say the spotlight to win is him. And what was it? It was him and, like,
Zeus
and...
Him, Zeus.
I
don't
All the
remember
main
who
cast
else.
were, like, highlights, but he was in the announcer chick said that she was, yeah, one of the favorites to win.
Yeah.
Everyone was watching his matches, whereas...
Speaking of which, side note, I love the announcer. He's fucking awesome. He just at the end, like,
Oh, you're talking
did-
about Stalker, not the... when we said announcer, we were talking about the girl.
Yeah, people at
Oh.
The
time.
girl
Okay,
that's,
you're
like,
talking about
constantly in the
him.
tournament
Okay.
in the helicopter, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You're talking about
I was confused, like,
Stalker.
what? You're talking about Stalker.
God.
Okay.
Stalker
like,
is
as
such a
soon
good
as, like,
name.
the Asia versus fucking Domo fight goes on, he's like, "This will be the fight of history," and then he just zooms out to the fight. It was actually awesome.
No,
Like a
and
bit-
his, like, end chant of where he's riling the crowd, he's, like, attempts to rile you up and says, "Now say it with me! Gundam fight all set! Ready?" It's like he wants you to get involved, and they throw in the audience so you don't feel stupid chiming in. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not just the only one doing it, don't worry. It's like, eh.
But this is 2018. You are
I'm gonna go back.
almost definitely the only one doing it right now.
Well,
Was that just that?
what?
Yeah. No. Whenever he fought them like in the tournament, and he fought all of his friends. I just love when he did his burning
Loved
finger.
that.
They
Fucking
all
loved
jumped
that.
into
Yeah.
the middle of the chant.
That was so good.
You know. And
Because they were, like,
Really
joining him to...
justice, and
so
I
good.
shall win.
Well,
Yeah.
no, this hand of mine is burning red. Its loud roar
Only-
tells me to defeat
only
you, and they
bullshit.
go in for it
Bullshit
too.
though was how he
Great.
beat Mr. America because
Great.
he just did his own cheat skill, just a random cheat ability that he never
Well,
used again.
Well, I like that actually
Then
because it gives
after
you
images to
abilities.
block all of it. It's like they all had physical bodies. That makes no sense.
Okay,
No, I
don't-
would
that
have preferred
makes
it if he
more
did like the
sense.
after. he
So
did,
that
like, the
makes more
aftermath,
sense
and then
in
he
Jap-
just missed, and he missed them. Maybe he hit everyone but him, and then it's like. He got me,
So-
would have been like, okay, that's more acceptable rather than they all catch it and then they all converge all of his energy in the middle of his hand.
So it,
Like, as if,
it makes
know?
sense with the Japanese name of the Gundam, which is God Gundam. It
Yeah.
does not make sense with Burning Gundam.
Even though I think Burning Gundam's a lot better of a name than God Gundam.
Well, it was
Where's the
intended to
depth?
be the ultimate. Like, it was... Think of it as the professors who were creating it. The one professor was making the ultimate Gundam, so what's better than the ultimate? God. So I made the God Gundam to beat
What's
his
better
ultimate
than
Gundam, using his research still, but... let's
This
ignore
is
that.
what you happens when you play God.
Because again, if you look at the Gundams, that's a really cool thing. You have like a Dr. Wily, Dr. Light scenario almost, where like the first guy who was making the Gundam was making it to help the Earth, and then he's like, "Oh no, you can use the same thing I'm doing for your combat thing and make your combat a lot better." And he's like, "Oh shit, I was looking at this the whole wrong way. He's so much better than I am, even at combat. God damn it."
now I just must take his gun to make it mine.
Well, that's the coolest thing about the Ultimate Gundam, though. It was never intended to be used for fighting. which is why people like, well, God, Ultimate Gundam is stupid. It's like, yeah, because it was meant to be a cultivator. It was never intended to be a fighting Gundam. It was meant to rehabilitalize the Earth. It was never intended to be fighting constantly.
But we didn't send it down in the right way. We sent it down.
Well, no, it didn't get sent down. It jumped out of the colony and crashed in. Because again, it was meant to fix the Earth. It was never intended to suffer any strong damage or anything. It was just meant to fix the Earth. But because of bad situations and a corrupt government and a corrupt couple of officials, like the head researcher, kind of had to do drastic members. And that's the cool thing, is that even Kyoji is a good guy, and he was trying to do the good thing up until the last second. And then Dark Gundam, well, when Ultimate Gundam crashed and rewrote its code, and it evolved, it's like, and think of it from Ultimate Gundam's perspective. Ultimate Gundam got attacked and is like, oh, well, the humans are trying to use me to destroy the Earth more. All right,
it's
fuck it.
Perspective.
I'll just turn evil and kill all of them. And it's like, yeah, that's a path that it can totally take. It realized that it was being attacked by humans, so it turns against humans.
Space Marines are the true kings of the
universe. No, that's not at all what it is.
Purge and holy
That's
fire.
not at all what it is.
I think the Dark Gundam can kill like 20 million Space Marines and not even have it.
No, Purge.
Gundams are stupid strong.
Like, can't get killed by orcs if all orcs are dead.
What?
There's no orcs
if they're dead.
Yeah, but we're talking about Dark Gundam versus Space Marine.
Yeah, that's
kill all the Black Knight.
Especially because Dark Gundam uses its environment to create an infinite army that can regenerate and shit, and is literally just comparable to Chaos from. So I don't think that's an easy fight. It's like
Space Marines have the Exterminatus, which can just blow up a planet.
Dark Gundam can just regenerate itself.
Yeah.
Well, you're not getting attacked by God. You have to be attacked by God in its cockpit, which Dark Gundam has a tendency to open. But
during deep emotional conversation,
because it wants to be convenient on timing, and then realizes. But it's just like Dark Gundam is corrupt and shitty. And that's also what's cool about it, because Ultimate Gundam, like the frame of Ultimate Gundam, looks nice and pleasant. It doesn't look evil at all. Like the base frame looks kind of just nice. And then when all the stuff grows off of it, the evolutions, those all look evil. And even Dark Gundam, how its main body doesn't attack. It's all the Gundam heads and the things it creates. It doesn't have any offensive capabilities. Like, at all. It's completely
it was never designed for
worthless.
That, like you said earlier.
Yeah, that's... I love the main enemy in this for that reason. It's such a cool enemy because it actually follows its story. If this was another show, it would have all these types of crazy bullshit even before it hit its ultimate form, you know?
I mean, lasers, missiles, cannons, and just shoot out barrage.
Yeah, and it would be attacking Jomon in the halfway point. You know, and that's why I like how it's consigned to the Dark Army and Gundam heads. That's where it finds all its power. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Like, for instance, in Reddit, you'll understand this. In My Game No Life. You remember why they had to have games in that world?
Oh, I understand why they had to have games now. Why they had games now.
They introduced because that, like, they can't physically hurt each other. So, when they did the tsundere, she actually never hit him.
Oh, I know.
Which was awesome. Which was a great detail.
No, it's a great thing because they always, like, the show always followed the rules that were set by the games. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. In this world, you can't actually hit anyone. You can't punch them. You can't kill them. So everything's decided by games.
Yep. Yeah. Awesome. No, it's a great concept. No, it was great, and it's well written. It was really consistent. But they didn't break it. They didn't break it for a few jokes, which they easily could have at several points throughout the show.
They didn't break it to run a stupid plot point like most shows do.
Yeah, no, but they stuck with it and they continued it.
Super's such a good example for everything wrong with anime. And it's not even bad. It's like you know what? It is the perfect example because you know what? Super's a 6, so it is the perfect example. It's better than most, but it's still terrible. And it's like, damn, it's like such a...
No, this is what it is. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super shows you how far a show really can come as long as you have good fight scenes. long as you have well animated fight scenes, how far you can actually go in popularity. Because that's what it is, really. It's like the story was never good in Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't good in Dragon Ball Super. You know, it was pretty messed up in Dragon Ball. But they had enough humor to keep it going. You know, Toriyama wasn't a great story writer, but he knew how to draw his action scene.
In fact, some of the better stories are the short ones that get done in movies. Cooler. Broly. You know, all the ones that they're constantly redoing.
I haven't really done Cooler yet.
Yeah, they haven't done. They haven't made Cooler canon yet.
He's the second best movie, and if Super's running its trends of stealing all the cool old shit, it's right up there in the line. It's right after Broly. So.
We will see.
And people really like Cooler Heroes.
Man.
So
Dragon Ball Heroes, though, man. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito.
So maybe he might be looking at it. Yeah, that's cool.
No, I'm actually pissed off because it should be Gogeta, not Vegito. It should do the fucking dance.
I didn't see what it was.
They said the title is Vegeta.
Oh, okay. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool to see.
Because they're using. Because Mai has the rings, she got somehow after they defused the Patara earrings, it went back to.
So wait. So is Goku gonna fuse with like Super Vegeta?
I think Super Saiyan 4 Goku's gonna fuse with Vegeta.
That's neat.
So I think it's gonna be blue because I think they're trying to say like they're compatible strengths. You know, they're compatible.
Blue is so not compatible to 4. It's not even close.
We don't know. It's so weird. It's like based off of what
I'm going off of the speed. I'm going off the speed as the main factor.
It's hard. It's hard because you can't. You don't know how much faster Omega is than Jiren.
All those who are watching,
it's very hard to compare the difference.
Well, no, because when you see
the programmer and
measure
it's
how it's displayed in the show. In Super, the characters are moving around. In GT, Goku is standing completely stationary and not moving, and you don't see any movement. In Super, you still see him move when he moves.
Well, that's because in Super, they're showing it through like Goku and Beerus' perspective.
They're not, though.
They back out and they're showing it from the onlooker. They're showing it from like
Gohan
and Trunks. You know what I mean? Like, like Gohan and Trunks like looking up, and then they're like, because that's like a lot of like if you look at the Omega Shin, right? A lot of it is looking up at them as if you're one of the spectators.
Yeah,
one of the cool little cameraing tricks they did.
In the Cell games, we could still see Goku and Cell, but when Hercules was looking, he was like, "Where'd they go? I can't see shit."
No, Mr. Satan is an old man who has bad eyesight, and he has a failing body, and he's still going, "Ha, I'm the strongest." That's literally Hercules' whole gimmick. Is he's an old man, but he's the strongest man in the world.
He beat Majub, man. He beat Majub.
He does. I mean, he does it fair and square. I mean, if your legs just stop working and someone punches you in your face, you still lose. I mean, that's just facts.
His legs stopped working in terror because he saw Mr. Hercules real strength.
People there, Shadow, with all good eyesight, so you can't use that
No,
one.
Yamcha sees him.
Yeah, Yamcha's
and Krillin sees fucking Goku and Tien and shit fight Goku.
Krillin is the strongest human alive.
I think it's T.
No, not until Super. Super Tien becomes stronger.
Yeah, but Krillin is stronger.
Well, if we're actually being legitimate, Roshi's the strongest because Tien doesn't get powered up, remember?
Not in Z.
Yeah.
In Z, it's Krillin. Krillin is stronger than Roshi in Z. He admits that.
Yeah, but in Super, it's way stupid.
It's when it comes to humans, it's probably Roshi, Tien, and then Krillin.
Yeah.
In Z, it's Krillin.
It's Krillin, number one.
But I'm torn between because Tien and Yamcha are always kind of close.
I think
Yamcha's
I
a
think
little
it's
bit
Roshi.
behind Tien.
I would say Roshi.
But normally,
no, Roshi's not. No, Roshi says he says to all of his pupils that they're stronger than him. At the end,
does he?
Yeah, he says it to all of them. Like, because Yamcha's comparable to Krillin. He's not as strong as Krillin, but he's comparable. And Tien is also comparable to Krillin, but he's not as strong.
And the only time Tien and Yamcha fought,
the only reason Tien is even powerful anymore is because his Neo Tri-Beam. That's literally the only reason he's been hanging around. He's got one move.
imagine if he taught that to Goku, man, nothing be an issue because Goku cannot
think he could
die.
use
He's
it.
immortal. Infinite
Honestly, if
life.
Goku learned a Pierce move instead of a Hammer move, he would be doing great. Because if he just fucking used Dodonpa instead of the stupid Hammer Kamehameha, the Turtle Wave Beam, it would be so much better because he would just kill people. And you wouldn't have to deal with beating through them. Or hell, if anybody used Kienzan, except for Krillin,
properly.
the pacifist monk.
What are you talking about,
Everybody
Shadow?
fucking use
Super
this,
he
so
uses
All the
Amazon
villains use it.
on
All the
Jiren.
villains use it.
No, Goku used it on Jiren.
What? Did he?
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
yeah, he used Kienzan on Jiren.
Didn't work, but he tried it.
Yeah, back when he was using like smart fighting instead of just Kamehameha.
He never fought smart.
Yes, he did.
No, the
Mhm.
only time he was fighting smart was farting smart. The only time he was fighting smart was when
The
he
only
was in
time
his
he was
Ultra
smart,
Instinct mode.
No.
Yeah, because his body was
Reddit.
acting defensively automatically, and he had to think about the offense, and his body realized he had a Kamehameha beam charged up, so he slid up Jiren's beam. It's probably the best part of
That
Super.
wasn't Jiren. That was Khalifa.
That was Khalifa?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so disappointing. Man, Jiren just sucks. There
Yeah,
was
that
nothing good
Khalifa.
about that character.
Where he just
That was
used the
Kefla.
ball to like slide up her
Sir.
weight.
Yeah.
Kefla.
Yeah, that was I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Kefla. Oh
refuse.
god, that terrible fucking.
But yeah, no, when Goku was weak, he had to use other methods other than Kamehameha because he couldn't muster enough strength. So he made Minefield, he used Kienzan.
No, but
tried
he
to knock
always
him
had
out.
the mines. He did that to Frieza
When? I'm talking about,
during
I'm
his
talking
fight
about
on
Super, Shadow.
Namek.
I was talking about Super.
I know, but like Goku's done that before.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he hasn't done it in Super, where it's all just
Yeah,
dick
guess what?
measuring
When you have to go
content.
180 episodes before your main character starts being a main character, yeah, fuck your main character. I don't care. Super sucks.
Yeah,
6
no,
out of
Super
10,
shit.
but it still sucks. Better than most animes, would watch it more than other animes, but by God, do I not like it. Alright, let's get back to
final thought-
G-Gundam.
Final thoughts on G-Gundam,
No.
because it seems like we're okay. What
I
flaws
have
G-Gundam?
paragraphs of stuff still to go through. We're on episode 1. Domon meets with
episode.
Master Asia.
We haven't even done episodes,
Yeah.
sir. We are
Yeah,
we
we
started
are
at
just
the
talking
end.
on points. We're shotgunning right now.
Yeah, we've
No,
been
Domon, I
shotgunning.
was going into
We
1.
can't bring stability to this
I was
shotgun.
going into 1.
No,
That was the whole
you
point.
were not.
That's what I did.
don't you mean 25 or
we went like a
24?
45-minute rate where we've been at the end of the show. We haven't been anywhere near
We're
episode
not-
1.
Yeah, this is not going to be a 4-hour thing.
No, it's going to be
We are
quick.
going
Because I'm going
go-
to talk about the fucking points of the show that we just completely
Okay,
glazed
Shadow,
over.
walk through
Because
your-
there's like
walk
half
through
the
your
fucking
paragraph.
show here that we just walked
Glaze.
past.
Shadow, go with
Yum.
your start reading.
Poison, don't come down to this when you were the one that extended it far beyond where it needed to be last time. When I was
Yeah.
trying actively saying to stop, and you continually extended it.
No.
Domon meets with Master Age again. He does the
Someone's
fist
bullshit.
over. Domon meets with Master Age again. Does the fists burning red in front of the audience for the beginning of the tournament?
Yep.
Which again
Yep.
sets a great mood with their symbol of the school lighting everything up. It's fucking great.
Uh-huh.
We get a fancy new intro in the next one. And this is Zeus Gundam shown instantly KOing Windmill Gundam. Nobody was surprised.
No.
I was a
I
little.
wasn't surprised.
You were surprised that
Unlimited-
Zeus Gundam didn't
unlimited
lose?
Power.
That Windmill Gundam was going to take the win, that one?
Yeah, it had infinite
Yeah,
power.
I was like
The
wheelie.
power of nature. It can't lose.
I was like wheelie.
Yeah. Nice try, Poison.
Thank you. I know it was really shocking that Zeus won.
Master Asia is
Yeah, you
becoming
spin
an
me right round,
Master
baby,
Asia
right
starts
round.
becoming an asshole because he's like because Domon beats him hard and he's still going all Oh, Domon's not worthy of my recognition. He is to earn my notice. He is to earn my right to notice him. It's like, you're not senpai anymore. Stop trying to be. Domon's beaten you already.
In a mech, Gundam, he didn't even know how to pilot, I might add. Okay. He just got that.
Didn't even burning finger him. Just fucking face planted him and he blew up. Zeus Gundam. Domon not worthy. Domon gets his little pep talk for his fight with the Zeus Gundam with the Wonder Bug. He's got to be a Wonder Bug. He's got to fight something much stronger than him.
Yep.
Domon's place to stay is fucking awesome.
You know what we call that? We call that a parasite. Just saying. Like,
That's a good anime.
No, it's a small thing that has to beat the big thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you ever watch it, Rich?
Oh yeah, twice.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Really good.
Fucking love Domon's place to stay. It's awesome. I like how humble it is. Just a random fishing boat with an old man and 2 kids.
Yeah.
Probably can't get much better than that, especially because even like when he walks out of the big fancy hotel, I was like, no, I'm not staying here. Fuck this place. I'm gonna go someplace cooler. And he does find a pretty damn cool place. Also, that old man was awesome. I like at the end when the waves are coming. And he's like, I've dealt with this before. And everyone else is like flipping over. And he's like, I got this.
I ain't the captain.
I've lived 70 years on this damn boat. Ain't no way flipping me now. Fucking love that guy.
I thought the boat was gonna be like this secret little Gundam.
No, that's stupid.
There was a boat. There was already a boat Gundam. It popped up during the end again.
Yeah. Viking Gundam.
Erupting burning finger happens, which is better than shining finger in my mind. I like the cover over the hand that comes out, where it does the 2 split fingers and covers over it and has the fangs. I like that. It's a really good design.
There's sadness in my fingers.
No, that was only at the end with Master Asia.
That
was only at the end.
Okay. So I can't say that right now?
I mean, that was only at the end.
Say it!
No. But if I can't say it right now, there really is sadness in my fingers.
Fancy new outro as well. You get a fancy outro. Burning Gundam gets hijacked by the kid.
Oh, yeah.
And then it does show like how strong Rain actually was the first time she got into it, because a lot of time one of the things is like, well, why was she so weak? It's because the thing can actually kill you if you're not strong enough to get inside the trace system. Like, it will kill you, and that's what Domon was saying to the kid. He's like, it's gonna break all of your bones if you make a wrong move. Don't fucking move.
Now watch me punch 80,000 times in a row.
What?
At the end, where they're like, we need you to watch this, and he's just punching thousands of times. It was a Dragon Ball Z kind of fight.
No, it was an Aura
when he was fighting. You mean when he was fighting?
It was an Aura Rush.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Muda.
Yeah, it was
Dio
Dio
gets
versus
so worse
Dio.
on that end. Muda is so much harder to say than Aura. I mean, even in English, you're yelling useless and come on. I mean, I guess come on is a bit... But come on just sounds stupid in English.
Yeah.
And I know, like, even in Xenoverse, they have a main character when you do a punch rush. They say come on. It's like, so... Don't say that. It even sounds stupid in Japanese. It just sounds neat with Aura. Because you get to roll the ah!
Aura.
That's all you get. It's like, eh.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do the...
By the way, not Jotaro. Jojo, by the way, side comment. I also like how, I wish that more animes did this, is that a seasonal thing, is how the strongest being was actually in, like, season 2. And all the ones are just, like, lesser beings of him.
I don't think Cars was the strongest.
How could he not be?
There's some nasty Gundams, like Poochie is pretty fucking nasty. DiGiorno is pretty broken. I think even scary monsters could beat him. Because scary monsters' stand powers to turn things into dinosaurs, and then those dinosaurs can change other people into mind-controlled dinosaurs. So he would just turn cars into a dinosaur.
Yeah, but you have to bite cars to do that.
He would get a bite off.
He could turn his whole
And
body.
DiGiorno is just fucking busted by all means, so I don't think he's gonna ever beat because DiGiorno is just fucking
DiGiorno just can
Was
beat anybody.
DiGiorno's power was to turn everything inside out that he touches, right?
No.
Or
his power was to create things out of nothing. Like he can touch a banana and the banana will turn into a snake and the snake will try to attack his target. And if it hits this target, I think it turns inside it. I don't know. I don't remember. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is DiGiorno's Requiem.
Inside out because she made herself the thing that has no inside or outside. The circle thingy. The infinite loop.
Yeah, but
yeah, no, you mean like cars? How cars turn his hand into a squirrel, or piranhas?
That's hilarious. That was the part 2 goofiness.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him. Like,
evil rabbit squirrel.
I'm the strongest being in the universe. Squirrels.
Yeah. Okay. Back to G-Gundam.
I'm just thinking about Squirrel Girl.
Our JoJo jump for today.
Fancy new Burning Gundam was hijacked by the kid. Cobra Gundam, which is not the worst Gundam design. Pretty cool.
No,
the guy's a bit of a creep, and it's like, is that the pilot of Cobra Gundam? I knew it was him. Or really, the guy with the giant cobra. Cobra Gundam. You didn't put that together the moment you saw that. I mean, he's a snake charmer and stuff. No, he's Tauros Gundam. That guy. I know it. That guy's Tauros. It's like the old school anime of like, oh, I knew it was him. I had a feeling. Is just sometimes when their themes are so obvious, it's like, come on.
Nah.
Really?
Oh yes, really.
So where the fuck? Burning Gundam, Cobra Gundam, Gundams and kids, bleh. I just don't like Gundams and kids. Not a good mix. I never liked it, and that's why I don't like most of Gundam, which is what I like about this, because all the main characters are 20 years old.
Except
the little girl guy.
Except the French love interest. She's 13.
Which is actually almost fine. It's almost fine, because the French age of consent is 15, so it's only 2 years off. And as long as it's flirting,
funny thing. If he was Mr. Mexico, he would be in consent.
Oh, God.
Age of consent out there is 12.
Oh,
no. That's even before puberty.
For women it's not. But
yeah,
I mean,
guys.
it's the homosexuals.
Yeah, but the mass majority of women hit their puberty at a younger age.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
It's why girls are always taller than boys usually. At a young age. Dragon Gun. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, the assassin. Assassin. He
was cool.
He's probably my favorite character because he's so.
Favorite character?
He's one of my favorite characters. I had he's one of the few characters. I had an action figure of Mandela Gundam, which is weird because Mandela Gundam isn't that cool. But I remember liking the character so much that when I saw it on the shelf and it was like the only one I saw, I was like, sure, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. Mandela Gundam's cool. I was like, yeah, it is. Because the dude who pilots is fucking awesome. I particularly like the scene where he's sitting on the river and Chibity's like, that's the guy who tried to kill you, Doma. Let's go get his ass. And Doma's like, no, dude, don't. He's floating on a river on a leaf. If you go anywhere near him, you will get cut down in half a second. Like, this dude is as focused as he can possibly be right now. If you go at him,
it's just weird though. It's like, I understand that for the most part, but there's still kind of just a weird phase now because he's still blind and space is a vacuum, so there's no sound.
He is piloting a Gundam that's designed for a blind person, so I guess you could do like targeting. Like the AI could, in my mind, like the AI could pick out shapes and objects that appeared as hostile and ping them to the pilot, I suppose, by some means.
Maybe. I assume they just didn't think about that because that doesn't seem like something you would think about in all honesty. They're like, he's a cool character. He kind of had like I could come back as a good guy type finish.
I'm fine
And
with
it's like,
yeah.
I could be nitpicky. It's like, that's just being nitpicky.
Did you
But-
think about this, Toriano?
But he's so fucking
I
cool.
totally did.
Yes.
I
But
had
he's
no
so fucking cool. I love
clue.
when he gets in, when Domon's like, all right, I've got him now. And he gets in close. He's right about to punch him in the face, and the sword draws. He's like, shit.
You forgot what Super Saiyan 2 was for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay. For multiple seasons. So
Super
I'm like, why
Saiyan
is it
3
Goku got
showed up
Super Saiyan
twice.
2? I just love that. It's like, then a fan walked up and
Your
asked.
next words are, did you forget about Super Saiyan 2?
When will you see Super Saiyan 2
Did you forget
again?
about
And then he was
Super
like,
Saiyan 2
Super
at
Saiyan
that
2? He's like,
moment?
he's like, isn't Super Saiyan 2 the one with spiky hair? And the fan looked up like, no. Like, oh.
And then Super Saiyan 3 was still in the chip.
They're like, good. This is a time. He doesn't need to transform again. We can just de-transform him now. So we don't have to keep drawing his fucked up hair. Oh, thank God. We thought the tail was a pain in the ass.
So next up, we have, oh yeah, Sword showed up for a 10-second pet talk during the assassin and throws a log at Domon, and Domon's like, what the fuck? I love Schwartz so much. He's such a good character. I don't care if he just shows up for pet talks and shit and power-ups, but he's like training Domon. I like it so much. It's just how he does it. Of like, Domon, you need to act! Log! And Domon's like, he just has to act. It's so cool. I like it. Dragon Gundam versus Mermaid Gundam is up next, which is action. So Saseshi, I have to give him credit. During the second half, he was much more tolerable than the first half. Because he has the change of heart a little bit after this. And during Dragon Gundam Mermaid Gundam episode, he was pretty likable. So I'll give Saseshi a pass. He's fine.
You got to see a more colorful side of him.
Yeah,
They showed
rather
the
than
colorful
the
side of him.
I'm a whiny kid side.
Over eccentric kid.
Which he was in the later half of 1.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because in his intro episode, he was actually kind of cool. It's just they dragged that out to make it annoying in the later half. But then they fixed it here, and they gave him his love interest, which was actually kind of cute. I was like, hey. He's like, oh, shit, I don't want to win, because if I win, you have to leave, and I don't get to spend shit.
More time with you, yep. That was so kind of cool at the end, though. Like, you got to see him when he was flying off with the monks in there, and they're trying to, like, take the picture away from him.
Yeah.
And you see the picture, and you get to see her face, and they show her face again on the picture just so you remember who she was, because you might have forgotten her by this point. And that was just kind of cool.
I mean, she was only in one episode because she had to leave.
I know.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was kind of cool because they're like, you know what, she was only around for an episode. Let's
give a
showing,
quick
the
flash.
struggle part. Let's show a flash so she get the quick flashback because you're gonna remember her, but she might not be on the front of your mind.
Yeah.
You know. And you think about why he's like doing that, and they're fighting over a picture, you know, and then her face flashes like, oh yeah, it's right.
Domon defeats the trio where they're like, that's pretty fucking funny when they're the 3 people who are doing the dock construction robots, the heavy lifting robots, and they're like, our ultimate technique, and they start running around him really fast, and Domon's like, I need to figure out a way to beat this, and goes his ultimate mode and starts focusing and shit, and then he's like, I can beat this with 1 foot. And just trips so fucking good.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Oh yeah, I forgot to say finish my thing. So on my wish list, the next thing I'm gonna buy with my next paycheck is a Zaku Master Grade thing.
Stop buying projects that are incredibly difficult to finish and finish projects.
No, it's my money.
How many models do you have right now that aren't finished? I know you haven't finished anything from No Fear. You haven't finished any of those 20 plus.
So I'm not gonna use Death Guard and sell that to my friend. So I still have 3 Space Marines, and then I have a Carnifex and a I don't know the Tyranid unit, fucking another big Tyranid guy, and a group of Hormagaunts, and that's the only things I don't have finished right now.
So people literally spend months putting together perfect grades, you know.
What?
Yeah. They're really difficult construction projects. Sometimes people bring 2 or 3 friends along to do it.
Perfect Wraiths?
Perfect grade. Like if you're going to go get a perfect grade Zaku, that's going to be really difficult to finish. That's the point. They're meant to be very long projects.
Yeah.
And you need a whole different set of tools to build it well. Yes, you do. It's a whole different... Yes, you do. You need a bunch of shit to build it. And you also need to trim up the paintings, too. Some of them don't come painted.
No, the one I'm looking at does. I'll give you an update.
Yeah.
Later. I'll send you what I'm going to be working on. It's not going to be for a couple months. Like I said, I'm going to finish everything on all the current projects. That's going to be my next one.
So, Mermaid Gundam is actually not a bad fighter, because the design does look stupid, but then you see its intent, it's like, well, it plans on only fighting in water, so I guess it works.
Now.
Yeah. I guess it works. It's kind of useless in space.
Well, it was also kind of cool, too, because it just kind of made sense, because it's like his body was damaged and it couldn't handle more. Not designed to fight on land, and all his tournament fights so far were on land.
Yeah.
You know, so it kind of made sense why it was
on
the body, because it wasn't just the body wasn't designed to fight like that. The body was designed for aquatic combat.
I'm thinking like another JoJo reference. Like no fight underwater is going to be as good as Dark Blue Moon.
No.
Yes. I love that fight. Fuck you.
That was, I don't know. The fact that I didn't remember it is something, and I still remembered Wheel of Fate.
Wheel of Fate's stupid.
Yeah, it was a car that was attacking him, and then fucking Jotaro lights on fire, and somehow lives. And they don't talk about how in the flames you see Domon screaming and burning up, but the moment the flames leave, Jotaro, you see Jotaro in the flames burning and screaming. Then it's like the moment you cut to the next shot, it's just his jacket. It's like, were you using your stand? Your stand is your soul. Your soul would have been on fire. It doesn't work. You would have been on fire, Jotaro. How did you make a copy of yourself? Domon, how did you split your body 7 times using a multiform technique? And why are you only doing that once?
Why did you never do that again? That seems so useful for so many situations.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing because in the games, I love it because you give Domon all these abilities that in the games it's so much fun to use. Like using that ability in the game is awesome because you get awesome aftermirage shit. Dragon Gundam's pilot, yeah, because I forgot Sasashi's name. Probably still do. But Mermaid Gundam, when Poison showed it at the end, was like, oh, look at this stupid Gundam. It's fine. Like when you get it in context, it's actually pretty fine. The one I'd say that is actually stupid is Hurricane and Zebra. Those are the two that I would say are actively stupid Gundams. So...
Well, I mean, Zebra Gundam was kind of just half a Zeus Gundam.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of a stretch, but kind of makes sense, too.
Okay, so... I'm scrolling up a bit real quick for Noble Gundam here. So, Noble Gundam... Oh, no. It's just the same thing. It didn't copy. Shame. Just scroll up in there if you want to see what I'm talking about, I guess. But, wait. Can I copy the link? Will that work? Tell me that works. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, Noble Gundam isn't as bad as I thought it was. It's still kind of bad, though. Because I get it. You had to make the feminine design because it's a girl Gundam. Yeah, sure. But the ribbon on the chest, and she has one right above her, right on her lower back, like above her ass.
Yeah.
She has 2 ribbons on her body that just don't need to be there. Like, I'm even fine with the hair. And
well, the one on the back's kind of funny because it's kind of like where you would find a tramp stamp.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get it. It's like a Japanese dress design and shit. You have a ribbon back there because it looks pretty. I get it. I get it. You also have a ribbon up there because it looks pretty. But on a Gundam, it has no functionality. But like, if she used that ribbon or something, and she pulled her whip out of it,
the ribbon,
that would have been fine. I would have been fine with them.
Yeah.
But she doesn't pull her whips out of them, so they're just ribbons on a Gundam, and it's like, they're supposed to be vents. I don't. What are they supposed to be? Are they supposed to be vent? Like, what's the point of that? It makes the Gundam stupid. And it's the problem is because I like Noble Gundam, actually. I like how it fights. I like how it behaves. I like a lot of what it does. I just don't. I just don't like the. It's so pointless bringing it up right now, Poison. I just don't like how the ribbon aspect is just there. And because, like, even the hair, I'm fine with, because when she goes berserk, it looks awesome. So fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's just such a bad thing on the design that just takes away from it, when it would normally be a cool design for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Stop that. So
Stop showing us Zaku's.
So
Okay, you're not even showing us Charizaki. You're showing us generic Zaku's. You fuck.
That is the best Zaku.
That is not
Charizard's the
Charizard.
best.
This is the best. I'm sorry, man. I should just look.
The bows. I should say the bows, not the
Red.
ribbons.
Red looks so much better on a Zaku than green.
That's personal preference.
Okay, so
Yeah, and I'm with the majority's with me.
Yeah, fuck the majority.
Well, fuck you,
so
minority.
let's
I'd love
close
to.
these by researching George Desand and his creepy French stuff at the end of the show.
There you go. How about that, Reddit?
So you have
Sure, a little
that's
overarmed,
stupid.
but
that's yeah. So you have Alan B.
Yeah, don't even
Beardsley,
like that one.
which
mm-hmm.
so Ronan, how far did you get into GU? Because you might know what I'm talking about here. Did you get to the point where you found Alcade, or no?
Not yet. No.
Okay. So, Alan B. Beardsley is the side character. It's supposed to be the side love interest, because both the main characters have two love interests. The main Reigns was the one Persian dude who was like, "Well, I was here when Domon wasn't," and it's like, yeah. And Alan B. is trying to kind of fill it in that spot for Domon of like, well, Domon also has another love interest, and it leads to the ending.
It was more like they kind of led up to that, and it's kind of like I share this aspect she could never share with him.
Yeah, and also like how when the Gundam fight happened, they were all like before they were not really traveling together, but they would always, when they got there, they would be together the whole time. They were always together for most of it. And then when the tournament happened, Domon had a place to get his Gundam repaired. He wasn't tied to Rain. He was dropping his Gundam off to get it repaired in the hangar and go train someplace else, or he would go eat. And when he couldn't, and when he didn't have anything to train with anymore, he ended up poison.
What?
And when he didn't have anything to train with anymore,
Why did you love Zaku?
because it was distracting, and you threw off my sentence because I saw two pictures pop up while I was in the middle of something.
Focus, Shadow.
Trying to remember.
Disable his ability to type in chat.
I can't.
No.
I can't do it without muting him in voice, I think. So she's cool. She fills in the spot. So, like, as Rain's going farther away, Alan B shows up and is like, hey, this is just a younger girl who is way more capable than Rain. Like, she even knows how to deal with Gundams capable. She's trained in...
Can she turn into metal?
No. Well, yes, she could if she.
We don't know. She was never.
No one else ever went in Dark Gundam that was a female, so it's questionable. So
debatable.
So you have this character that is kind of like the alternative to the main, to give the main protagonist and the main female lead. So the male lead and the female lead are both kind of torn. As like, well, this is a better fit, because that's what it looks like from pretty much everybody. Because even for a while, it's like, yeah, Alan B is probably going to take over, and she was winning for a bit. And Alan B even talks like she's winning over Domon to Rain at a lot of moments. I remember when she's talking, like when they first meet, it's like, yeah, but I'm just better than you kind of attitude that she constantly had. And you know what? She's not that bad, but it wasn't as bad as I remembered it. Because I remember the GU comparison of Haseo, it's a bit stronger in GU because they focus on it a bit more, where Haseo is with Adelie, but he doesn't really like Adelie a whole lot. He's just
more about
constantly
the girl
with Adelie because
looks like Adelie.
She looks like Shiro. Yeah. She looks identical to Shiro. For those of you who don't know, cough, cough, don't read anything because it's spoilers. Haseo, Adelie. Oh no, I don't have Shiro.
Fucking avatars in the game,
Shino.
so you know.
Yeah, I know it's
gonna
gonna
look
happen.
Like everyone.
So she looks just like Shino almost, just with a color swap, and it's kind of like this building character. But then you have a character that shows up and is a lot like Haseo, and as a fighter is a twin blade, so very close to an adept. Rogue Evren. So she's even close to an adept rogue. She's fucking awesome. She's cool, and she shows up, and she's a fighter, and she fights with Haseo. And you have, it's kind of that relationship, and I'm trying to think of which one did it better, and I honestly have to go with GU, but this one didn't do it bad with the multiple love interest, because it's not hard, and since Domon is such a pulled back person, that like it got to the point that even Schwartz was like, Domon, you're gonna go with Rain. I don't care. I'm shipping you if I have to. And he gets involved in it. So she was fine. I thought she was much worse than she was, so I have to... Honestly, it probably kicked the rating up a bit, because this was the Gundam that was kicking it down for me, but then when I saw all of her scenes and how she interacted, it was nice. I'm not going to say anything bad against it now. It was the one episode I watched that day because I was so torn on that. I was like, damn it, I remembered I remember this was bad. And it's actually better than it was. One thing that annoyed me is that they kept cutting to Master Asia setting up the matches with Domon, and I was like, yes, who do you think he fought? Like, who do you think's doing it? This is just... It's running... it's running too long, and it's older than expected. Like, you know what's going to happen.
What I thought that was doing, that was showing more like, it wasn't really Master Asia running it. It was the leader of New Harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's like...
Master Asia, like, let him fight
There's a good number of scenes where Master Asia's
you know
like...
what I mean? Like, it was
yes,
more like
I see. That will be an interesting fight.
Yeah, no,
And
Master
those
Asia
are running
agreeing,
long at that point.
see, yeah, you could just see, though, it was more to show, like, charts. You looked like Master Asia thought he was in charge, but anyone watching could tell he wasn't. He didn't really have any power there. You know what I mean? That was the guy, just the prime minister, just playing along with him. You know, because it would lead to what he wanted, which was getting control of the Dark Gundam.
And then Noble Gundam and Burning Gundam fight actually ended up being one of the better fights in the show, which was shocking, considering how much I had thought it was bad for a while, and I was like, damn, regret this.
Yeah.
I was at 31, is like, oh cool, Chippity gets this fight. In the next one, and Chippity's afraid of clowns. To be fair.
No.
He has a good reason to be afraid of clowns, though.
Better than most people, yes.
He was taken away from his mother in the middle of a circus where the clowns were trying to get off the planet, so they were mowing down civilians. And he had a clown looking at him, laughing as he was shooting a gun. I'll give Chippity that. That's pretty traumatizing.
Yeah, that would leave some lasting damage, yes.
Fucking the clown, Domon fights the clown in the beginning, and the clown's a pretty cool fighter too. Which is a shame because they kind of throw away like the clown's benefits. Because he does have some really cool stuff, like how he can perfectly mimic what you're doing. It's a really cool fighter design, and how he steals Domon's burning finger as he's fighting Domon. Like, he's watched his matches like, I know your moves. It's really fucking cool. Chippity had a bad experience with the clown. Okay, I get it. Celebrate it all with the safest... But when the safest option is when you're going to leave the planet on the last day when the riots are happening, you probably shouldn't go to a circus for funsies. I'm just saying,
Yeah, that's
Chippity's mother, that shouldn't have happened, and Chippity's mother was right to expect, like, I could just go to a circus and have fun. She is also an idiot when you're about to go to the safety, and you're supposed to do the thing that's going to make your life better. How about you just relax and celebrate when you get safe? How about you don't do that prematurely and get shot by a clown? So
We don't know she got shot by a clown.
eh. And I like how Chibity's whole thing is just like, I want to know that I'd rather think my mother is still alive rather than thinking that she's dead. She's watching me someplace. That was kind of nice.
That was, yeah.
It gave more insight on Chibity and stuff. And then he had to do this moment of like Schwartz. Rain had to become Schwartz for a second, not in the literal sense that ends up happening, but she gets to temporarily be Schwartz for a second and go like, nah, you guys are supposed to go in there and help him. This is your job. I need to stop fucking helping your fighter. Jesus Christ, it's getting old. And they're like, oh yeah. And that's weird because at the end they show like, oh, all these people with their love interest. And Argyle has Natasha, which is nice.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. But Argyle gets Natasha. Chibity gets all 4 of the girls.
Fucking winner right there, man.
He gets a mini harem.
Miracle wins in this anime. What are you talking about? That's comparable to most harem animes.
And he gets them too.
Most harems don't usually go beyond 4.
Domon ends up getting a horse and Rain. I think Domon wins.
I don't know where the fuck that horse came from. That was fucking random as fuck. Okay.
Well, it's Master Asia's horse.
No. I'm saying, how the fuck did the horse get inside his mech? He was standing. He was
I'm assuming it's designed for the horse, though.
Okay.
I'm assuming the mech is designed for the horse.
No. No, I understand his mech riding Master Asia's horse. That's fine. I'm thinking, how the fuck did the actual horse get inside the mech?
I don't know. There's like a ramp, or maybe the horse super jumps.
Okay, because he literally shows him sitting inside there.
The horse. Oh, you mean
holding Rain?
I think that's just like, you know, when they're like punching each other, and it's just the 2 people punching each other. I think it was doing that, so it's just like Domon would otherwise be floating in the air, so you might as well just put the horse underneath him, even though the horse is in a different Gundam.
Well, no, like when they're leaving at the end and they're
that's what I'm talking about. The horse is below him, but like what would actually be happening there is the Gundam would be propping him up in the air, and it would look weird. So I think they just put the horse in there to make it look normal.
Yeah, but it just brings up more questions because you still have to say, how the fuck did the horse get inside? How is the horse in there?
Well, it would just look dumb if Domon was just floating on energy. You know?
That makes no sense.
I don't know. I think they should have done hologram.
Well, no, because that's not how the Gundam translates impact, though.
Yeah, and then also he wouldn't physically be able to be on.
No, the Gundam would be lifting, the cockpit would be lifting him up. It's kind of like when you get pinned against a wall, you get lifted up against the back end of the Gundam. And it's just the energy lifts you up because it's a 1-to-1. It would just look weird is the point I'm getting at. So I think they just went around
floating, so they just drew a horse on him, and then it brings the question, why a horse there?
However, that horse is so cool because it's a Gundam pilot. Like, it is actively a Gundam fighter. It actively KOs Gundams, too, if you recall. Like, in the final fight, it, like, KOs somebody. I forget who, but it KOs something. It, like, kicks the head off of Gundam or something and blows up.
Horse Gundam.
Oh, he was like stopping.
Secret weapon.
He was stopping Hong, Neo Hong Kong, the guy from Neo Hong Kong, because he got in the 4 King that Anabe was in, and he went to stop Gundam from leaving, and he did stop Domon from leaving, and then when he stopped Domon from Tsukiyomi showed up and piloted him, and then he KO'd that Gundam. So yeah, I guess. That is a Gundam pilot, and it does have a KO. And it is undefeated because it never gets cut down.
Asia's undefeated of the East. It was the horse all along. Master Asia just rode the horse to victory. Literally.
I fucking love the horse being a Gundam pilot, though. That's awesome. It's a thing they didn't need to do. And just throwing in an intelligent horse that's a Gundam pilot.
Kind of like how Stannis was a dog.
That just shows you how awesome Master Asia was. He made that thing a Gundam pilot. He could train a horse to pilot a Gundam. Okay, that's fucking impressive.
Okay, going into the episode we were on. Rain, when she sings America, America, she's actually a pretty good singer. If that's the actual voice actress singing that, her singing was actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
Then I gotta add, that clown must feel fucking robbed of his win. He had a 90-0 matchup in his head, and he lost that. Like, could you imagine how robbed you would feel as the clown?
Oh man, right?
I had such a huge advantage. How did I lose? How could I ever have lost
with
that?
my food. I played with my food. Why didn't I just use the burning finger I stole from the other guy and just
Why
insta
don't
kill
I
him?
just beat him? Oh, this was so dumb. My God, why was I that stupid? Because
Why to sit
he
there
had
laughing?
such
I
a
could
huge
just walk
advantage.
up and killed him immediately. I'm even allowed to attack the cockpit. I'm so dumb.
So now next episode, Stalker. Next episode, Stalker starts it off. Is like, oh man, who are these? What's inside of this container? And everyone and their mother's like, Dark Gundam. Dark Gundam is inside the container, Stalker. We know what's inside the container. Don't try to pretend
Stalker, we love
what's
you.
not inside the
Stalker.
container. It's Dark Gundam.
Stalker.
And like he's even saying like when he's asking the question what's inside the container as they're showing a picture of what's inside the container. And I'm like, Stalker, I get it, you might not see in there because you're just a stalker, but like stop.
Stop stalking.
There's no
Stalker,
point.
stop stalking.
Get better at stalking.
I would fucking love it if they had a side scene at like the end of the show where like when Domon's getting ready for one of his fights, he's just in a bar and he's saying the Gundam fight all set. That would be so fucking cool. Like he's telling them, like he's hyping up the bar, and that's what he's doing. He's just hyping up random people. That would have been so cool.
Oh my god, yeah, like Domon's retired, right? And it's like Gundam fights of 2037 in space. And then he just sees him in a bar talking about the fight, and he's like,
That shit wasn't in space. What?
he's just like,
What the fuck you
He
on?
was here the whole time. He was in Neo Japan the whole goddamn time.
This is the episode that we also had Zebra Gundam,
on video.
where Zebra Gundam is just showing up and almost is like pushing Domon to his limit when she's not. But he's like, Zebra Gundam, how undefeated? And Zebra Gundam's all like, you're so weak, Domon. I'm gonna beat you. And then it just gets KO'd in 1 second. It's like, yeah. Zebra Gundam, stop trying to fight out of place. This is really stupid. That's like Hurricane Gundam going after Domon. Oh yeah,
Oh,
this
man.
is the episode we had a bunch of salty pricks sitting at a table. Where Zeus and everyone, Zeus, Cobra, the mariachi, the bullfighter is there at the table. And they're all like, I can't believe Domon cheated. The clown is also there, even though Domon does beat the clown Gundam, Jester Gundam, but it's off screen. Which I like, because it shows like, hey, some of these fights, Domon just wins, because he knows how to beat them, so he just wins. That's
Well, he wasn't scared of clowns, so
Yeah.
he just kind of beat him. He kind of didn't have that intimidation.
He
that worked
probably,
with him.
in the real world, his burning finger was actually better than the mimic burning finger. I have a feeling. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're
Oh,
all
no,
sitting
it
at the
kind
table.
of broke Jimity's golden hand.
Yeah.
So
They're sitting at the table, bitching about Domon's burning finger. Well, all of them have equal techniques and actively tried to cheat to win. All of them. They're like, I can't believe Domon can cheat with that stupid move. And it's like, Cobra Gundam, you literally tried to kill him out of the ring. The fuck is wrong with Zeus Gundam? He was fighting that match injured because you attacked him. What do you... You had the hammer. Cobra Gundam has the fucking snake. Like... You all have equal techniques that you just lost. It's so fucking... And I actually like how they actually had one person sitting at the table was like, no, you're all stupid. Like, this is just ruins the whole point of the Gundam fight. Why are you doing this? And it was the bullfighter, and I gotta give him credit. It wasn't Neo Mexico. Some Neo Spain?
No.
No, it wasn't Neo Spain.
I think it was Spain actually.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Neo Mexico get drunk off some tequila.
No, Neo Mexico was the
It was a
one
guy
from-
with his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his sister had the disease that she caught on the colonies, but didn't have a cure, so she was gonna die. And he was like, "I want you to live by the ocean until your final days."
Yeah. At the end of this episode, you realize that the big bad guy has the Dark Gundam, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
No.
I never would have thought the plot would have actually worked to make a thing.
I'm not expecting the actual
33 is
plot to
Neo
show up.
England showing back up, and I love it because they're even like the people inside the area is like, "No, this is fucked up. We lost. Why are we still here?" And he's sitting there, he's like, "No, we lost." And the dude at the top's like, "I don't care. We're fighting again. Shut up." And I like the intro line of, "Sir, when did your mind become corrupt?" And the dude's like, "Whatever do you mean? I was always corrupt." It's just like, God. He just does whatever you mean. It's just like, villains. Sometimes they're written so obviously.
But sometimes they're sweet like that. Sometimes it's good to have one. As long as he's not around for a long time, which he wasn't.
I talked about the graveyard returns, which would be much more interesting if they didn't already do Mummy Gundam. Like, Chapman coming back at the end would have been so cooler if Mummy Gundam didn't exist. Because you'd be like, how is Chapman still alive? He died, though. But then you saw Mummy Gundam, so the moment you see Chapman alive and walking around, it's like, oh, DG.
You're just like, D cells. DG
so when they
cells,
reveal, oh, it's DG cells, I'm like, yeah, no shit. It's...
again.
Yeah.
Chapman's about to shoot Neo France's government, spectating the match. His lock on his indicator states rock on. Not a super important thing, but it's kind of cool. Because, you know, England and its rock. And at the time, England was still high on its rock and roll. So it was kind of cool that when he goes to shoot, he's still like an oldie, and he like when he gets the lock on, says rock on instead. It's just kind of a neat thing. All right, it wasn't English. It was actually just like a reference to being England and old timey England and how it was. So that was kind of neat. I gotta give him credit for that one. Also, how is it that you saw the beam go past him and you see the Gundam fighter constantly shooting at the consulate or like their entire government, basically, and everyone's just like, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is a good Gundam fight. I don't know why he's just standing there, but this is good. Like, at what point does the audience throw the fight into question? Like, imagine how that fight would look. You're just watching one dude stand in front of his government after, like, the barrier suddenly falls, and you're like, that was weird. I guess it's not going to happen again. Oh, that's weird. The other fighter is still shooting it that way. And the other guy's just taking it. That's a bit odd. I guess this is fine.
It makes it interesting.
It's a good fight. It's better than Logan Paul versus KSI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
Turns the channel. Top 10 anime crossovers. Like, oh, this is actually pretty nice. Well, you don't like watch
I don't like anything that starts with top 10.
top 10. Number 7 will really surprise you.
Oh, I hate those ones. Those always make me cringe.
Yeah.
I like how after the initial defeat, Master Asia and even the villain, like the other villain, Master Neo Hong Kong, starts getting more cowardly as time goes on. Like they actually start doing more underhanded tactics the more the time goes on. I like that a lot. Tag match, so you get your first tag match. And Wong, this is where I noticed Wong's just
Super Magnet.
Man.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't like the Neo tag fight.
Which one? There's two.
What?
There's two.
Yeah, the first one. Because I really didn't like fighters in it because there was no bear.
Okay.
And that's the only reason I didn't like it.
That worthless comment is on the way.
Oh, okay, fuck you. Okay, I won't.
I mean, that doesn't really.
I don't like the fight because bear wasn't in there.
All right then.
Yep. Just wanted to get my 2 cents out there.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. So Domon is undefeated, right?
No.
So how is he not far up in the? How is he not so far up the bracket, but still fighting jobbers, and then going after the rest of the Shuffle Alliance? I get it. The show has to happen, but this is approaching Dragon Ball Super levels of sightedness, of one-sidedness, where it's like, Doma. And there was a point where the matches getting put on Doma, and you would say, well, now there's not really much of a point for Domon to still be here. It's kind of stupid. What's the point? Because I think the only other two people that get to the end are Chapman. Chapman gets to the end. Neo Italy, whoever the fuck that mobster was, gets to the end. Then you have Jester and Zeus. Those are the only other four that get to the end.
Yep.
And Jester and Zeus get blown up immediately, I believe, and they die.
Yeah, they do.
Well, Zeus comes back, but Jester's just dead.
Yeah. No mommy.
Then you have Annabelle also. Not Annabelle. It's what's her name? Anna. Allenby Beardsley. Allenby.
Yep.
She's running around the island berserked mode.
Yep, because she has too many DC cells.
No, she has DG cells in her, and they're amping up her berserker mode to 100%.
Yeah.
Fighting jobbers, then going.
She has too many Saiyan cells in there.
And this is saying something since I actually liked the other Shuffle have Crust Owners matches. Yeah, I thought it was a bit ridiculous of like putting them against the Shuffle Alliance at the last second, but eh. Dark Gundam is attacking in the open with the head, and Master Asia goes to fight it. Because Master Asia's and it's cool because Master Asia kind of gets to be a hero again. It's like, oh yeah, Master Asia. You get a little bit more of that later on, which is super nice. Where he's in the where they start getting in the fields, but we'll get to that. The sand. Domon gets to do his match with Chibity, and Chibity's all like, "I gotta beat you, Domon. I gotta beat you."
I gotta do it. No, don't.
Master Asia still being sentimental about Domon. I believe that was when he jumps away, and Domon just instinctively calls out to him by Master, and he's like, "Oh, he's still calling me Master."
Oh.
Here
you are in the fields.
I don't like how they do a fake out of the Shuffle Alliance giving up on Dark Gundam again. That's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And just like, I get it, you could have done it, but it's just like, yeah, we'll fight the Dark Gundam, but first we want to fight you, Domon. You could have just said that. You didn't have to them being all solemn and walking away again. That
was weird.
That was so, especially because immediately after it, all their individual episodes are, no, we want to fight you and then we'll fight Dark Gundam. But we want to get this settled first. It's like, that makes sense. But when you're just walking away, solemnly, like, no, we're giving up on the Dark Gundam. It's like, what? Why are you... What? Why this again? And then Domon develops his multiform technique.
Yeah, that's what he immediately forgets.
No, he doesn't forget it, he just doesn't use it. Maybe because also, like in Dragon Ball, it splits your power level.
But there's no way he would have been able to block Jimmy's attack because you're trying to say he was.
No, because it's like, I think that attack is a bit weaker than his straight up punch, but it just hits you from all angles. I think is the point.
In relation for him to become 10 times less powerful and still be able to block each.
I mean, if it's just one punch. Remember, if one punch from Chibity screwed up Domon's ribs, like, really bad. So one good punch from that mech could probably end him. Same reason why the one good burning finger could probably end him. But split that one punch up 10 times, and I think Domon could also beat the punch one-on-one. Because I think he does. Yeah, he does beat it one-on-one. That was in Shining Gundam.
Yeah.
That wasn't even... This is Burning Gundam, which is stronger, so I guess that math works. Pretty sure it does.
I just don't like when that happens. Like...
Yeah, I hate when they forget about the techniques they've used. And they're like, yeah, we're never using this again now.
It wouldn't,
because it feels like it was just purely written just because they're like, well, he can't beat this technique. So we're just going to give him a new technique. I call it Superman syndrome.
Well,
yeah, you know, it's kind of, for example, it's kind of like the way to do it right is something like Fate's Day and Gilgamesh, where he has so many techniques and just throw them all out there.
But Domon's a fighter and can develop techniques on the fly. That's what the School of the East is also leading into. Because remember, when when Master Asia teaches him his move, he doesn't do the move verbatim. He does his own version of it. Master Asia does the monk's palm or the divine palm or whatever from old movies. But Domon transforms it into his burning finger shot. He's a martial artist. He develops moves on the fly. And that's what I liked about that, was that he was constantly developing moves to counter their moves. And even some of the moves that he develops aren't even that big of a deal. Like the one he uses to counter Rose Gundam, for instance, Gundam Rose, is he just spins around in a circle, attacking. He creates a hurricane with the motion, and it beats Rose Hurricane. Because it forces all the bits out of the hurricane, making it much easier to deal with. So I actually liked that a lot. The most extraneous one, the most extreme one, though, was the beginning one with the multiform. And I'm going to have to give that credit to being God Gundam, and that's the gods thing. And also it being, this show's relation with Dragon Ball. Because this show was also made when Dragon Ball was super popular at that time. Z was blowing up still. And
that was when Z was blowing up in the West.
That was one of the cooler things, that the multiform technique was really cool and stopped being used. They're like, we can do the multiform technique. We're also using this god, so it'll make more sense. And
they brought the multiform back during the Cell fight.
Did they?
Yes. They did.
Are you talking about him shitting out the babies? I don't think that's what that is.
No. Goku and Cell literally did them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, before Cell broke the ring.
Yeah, that was just... I forgot the Goku versus Cell part.
They did bring that technique back a onesies after that.
Yeah, because the only other time I think it was done was early with,
literally during...
No, it was Piccolo and Krillin. Fighting
did it on
the
Nappa.
Cyberman or some shit.
Nappa. They were fighting Nappa.
And like immediately after they use it, they're like, "This is stupid. We just split our powers up."
Yeah, we just became weaker. And then we learned Nappa was the patty cake champion. Yep.
I like how Master Asian is seeing Domon's rampant growth with all these fights, and is getting kind of worried that he's gonna get too strong. While Wong is still just like, no, send more people. We need to send more people to kill him. Because that's obviously the good option. And he's just like, you don't understand how Domon works. He's going to get stronger the better of a challenge you throw at him. And he's like, no, we're going to beat him next time. It's like, okay.
We're just going to kill him before the match. The winner falls late.
That's twice now. Okay, Rudded, here's the problem.
Yeah.
This is still mine. And I don't know what...
Poison 1. Yeah.
Here's the problem with that. Okay. Well.
Oh, I like how you named it.
Oh, thank you. I decided I might as well do that. I guess I'll try to wake Poison up at the end, but now we gotta do a fucking stupid 10-minute thing of like, oh, Poison, what'd you think about this?
We get to do a GT all over again.
Yeah, and we don't have a convenient excuse to do it either, like Heroes. There's no mini. There's no mini Dragon Ball.
Everyone's gonna hear the snoring.
Yeah, I know, but like,
while he was snoring, we can't just like edit that out because it cut out a big part of what you were saying. Just like,
I know, and I heard him. I was like, you better not be doing that. And,
I was like, he's not. He's not so good. You're awake now.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Poison, you were snoring.
Oh yeah, I was breathing through my nose. I didn't know you guys could hear that.
You were snoring.
That's my nose, Shadow. I breathe in through my mouth for a reason.
Poison, we were talking to you for like 4 minutes.
I didn't hear you.
And you weren't listening. You were asleep.
No, I wasn't.
I'm almost
in the sleeping chat for 2 minutes. You were asleep.
I wasn't asleep.
You were half asleep. You
You were-
didn't talk for like 10 straight minutes, and then you started
Not
snoring.
10
You
straight
were asleep.
minutes.
Oh, so
I
you
was
don't
on
argue
the
the fact that
shadow
you
about-
were asleep. You just argue the fact that it wasn't 10 minutes.
No, I won't argue the fact that I might have drifted off a bit there while looking at all these Zakus. But I've been still looking at Zakus during this conversation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta find out where I was. I had my pet and now it's gone. Also, I was enjoying all the new. Love how they all chime in on the burning finger. That's where I saw it.
Yeah.
That was when the second fight against Gundam Ruse, I believe. That was a good one. Rain starts to get jealous about Domon spending too much time with Allenby in 37.
And learning how to fight from her and be like, yes, I have a person I can actually train with who can keep up with me.
That is actually equivalent to me and can keep pushing with me.
I'm
And
inadequate.
Not someone who will one-shot me with his finger.
You know what? I don't think Domon would have finger.
I think he'd finger her pretty very fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
Master Asia appears to be dying of something. Fights with Neo China, which is actually one of the cool things because Allenby gets into a fight with him and Saiseshi is like is thinking in his mind, oh, this is Domon. So he triggers his final suicide move, his kamikaze attack. Oh, it starts to trigger accidentally. Is like, shit, no, can't do this.
God, why wasn't he in Neo Japan?
I was like, so this is one of the reasons why Saiseshi is one of the most popular of them because he just looks visually stunning and like when he does even his kamikaze attack, the butterfly wings, just looks so good. Like it's such a good attack, and how hard he fights during his last fight with Domon is pretty fucking good. Where he's literally on the verge of dying right before it stops. Like the next blow probably would have killed him. But he's still going at Domon even with nothing left. That was probably one of the stronger fights of the show. Right there with Neo China. And then, so you know what? Gotta give it credit. Argyle, though, doesn't really get his last fight with Domon because it's just kind of Domon wins.
Yeah.
Domon just kind of beats him because Gaia Crusher isn't really that powerful. It's not really
Compared to my finger.
something that's like usable in the battlefield a whole lot. It's kind of beatable super easy because it just changes the earth. I get it. You're using your Gundam's brute strength. But
Kind of also broke his knee joint.
Yeah. Yeah. Where Natasha didn't realize the fault of that. Yeah, you're right. They were even in strength. It's just because of the broken knee or the weaker knee. Yeah. Bolt Gundam collapsed on the knee and then he lost his foothold and positioning and yeah.
Lost the fight.
Yeah.
So it might have been. Oh yeah, because Domon's finger was actually cracking. You're right. He would have won. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if that wasn't the case, Neo Russia would have won. But actually, no. Neo Russia still wouldn't have won because he did the other hand burning finger.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? Burning finger with the other hand?" And Domon's like, "Yeah. Did you not think I?"
Yeah. That was hysterical. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's never done it before.
I get it, but he never needed to.
Yeah, but it was just kind of a funny thing because you don't think about that. Like he always does the same thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, he's because of like, I'm an idiot. He does have a left hand.
It's like burning finger from the other hand. What? And Domon's like, yeah, there's no reason I couldn't. I can also do shining finger from the other hand. It's just pointless to do two at the same time. They always blow up with one. Fuck. Neo Canada shows up to stop Allenby from berserking into Russia and killing Russia. Which is...
it's something.
Which he comes to his change of heart finally
he gets to die a hero, air quotes.
Yeah.
So, it's fine.
Nah, I wouldn't consider it a hero.
I mean, he does...
We got to die being
He repents, and he makes up for it.
Mm-hmm.
He saves what could have easily been Argyle's death there. He takes and stops. So, you know. Because Argyle's Gundam was already injured after his fight with Domon. So he might have actually died from that hit, whereas Neo Canada is equal to Bolt Gundam somewhat, and just kind of took it. So, with still huge damage to Argyle, but, I mean, Neo Canada, but is he blind? Because he gets on the thing and he is like,
No.
oh, his eyes might be recovering from, like, scarring or, yeah, he might not be blind, but he's definitely injured beyond the point of being a Gundam pilot ever again. Which he's fine with at that point, I'm assuming, because his grudge is done. He just doesn't have any life purpose anymore.
I mean, here's the thing after this. Is anyone really going to beat Domon after this?
Yeah, totally.
No.
He's not a fighter after this. Well, he's a fighter, but he's like not... He's not going to fight hard again after this. What's the point?
I don't know. It's kind of like how I'm okay with...
I don't think he'd be happy losing to somebody after this.
I think he would be happy losing. I just don't think he would be happy, like... Because then, if he loses, that means there's still room to grow. But if he always wins, like it's kind of Master Asia, you kind of end up getting demented a bit in the head. You start losing sight of where you are. I think, but I'm pretty sure at the end they're just like he leaves. Like they go back to Earth and they're making and they're gonna say Earth is a better place, and they're gonna make Earth a better place. It's vague. It's meant to be vague.
It's really vague.
There's no real like where are they now afterwards, so can't really assume. Oh shit! You get the first good two-parter in a while. First two-parter, which is rare in some of these older shows.
It is.
Where you have clear breaks in episodes, but this one's a two-parter, and it actually is a decent reason. It's not bad. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. First two-parter in a while. Just this is where I realized Allenby going berserk is a lot like 02 going berserk because her mech changes, her hair gets pink, she starts clawing at the walls and attacking more oddly. Only in this it makes more sense, which would make sense of why how 02 is clawing at the front walls, but Allenby is doing it. It's to mimic that. But hey, we're getting to that and we're getting there.
Yeah,
that's a different anime.
Domon snaps at Rain, which is actually fine. I actually like that because he snaps at Rain. When he snaps at Rain, it's for a respectable reason because it's not like I'm just gonna be pissed at you because I'm pissed at you. It's you said you were going to take care of her. I turned around to deal with Argyle, Neo Canada, and when I turned back, you said she was fine, and now she's in a really, really bad spot. Like we don't know where she is, and a couple strange people just took her. The fuck.
Yeah.
So he has a right to be kind of pissed at Rain, and Rain. That's when Rain quits and is like, "Oh no,
it can't be.
I don't really have a reason to be here anymore." Wong actively. Then they kind of drop that and they go into the Domon training with Master Asia again, which is weird. How Master Asia is still like doing that to train, like he brings him to the desert specifically to train Domon to beat Schwartz. Yeah, I really fucking like that because he still wants his people to win. So he's like, "I'll finish my training with you, and you'll be the perfect fighter."
For Dark Gundam, I mean to win.
Well, he probably wants a really damn good fight with Domon still, though. I have a feeling.
Yeah, he probably wanted a little bit of both. No, Master.
So he teaches Domon the final technique, and you get the whole good scene of Domon and him in the underground, where Domon could have easily just said, "No, I'm not giving you the ribbon," and left. But then Domon would have died too. So,
Yeah.
He needed his master. And it kind of rebuilds their bond they had of Domon and Master Asia after all the pushback it's already had, which is weird. And Domon sees how Master Asia is kind of weak in his current state. Like he's not at his A game anymore because of the injuries he took in the plane in the Highlands.
Yeah.
Rain resigns from being Neo Japan's Gundam team.
Oh.
Yes. That impressive Gundam team. The assets.
And then you get the very odd other person that shows up and is like, "Oh, Domon, let's do testing. He's like, I didn't never need to do testing before. Why are we doing testing? Because everything's weird. It's like, I'm pretty sure everything's fine. She's like, no, but trust me, it's better. Just real quick. And she does it. It's like, oh no, you reset my customized model to factory defaults. How stupid can you be? Like, yeah, that's great for the person who's using it for the first time. But for somebody who's been fighting in these things for over a year now, I'd prefer if they were tuned to Burning Finger and didn't just break when I went to do Burning Finger. It's kind of the thing. And it's like, oh, she's useless. And then Domon's like, oh no, Rain really is the one for me. I like how Schwartz sets that up, though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
If I was like, Domon, you're kind of confused here. I'm shipping you with Rain. You go with with Rain now. You do that.
This is over. I'm ending this love pyramid you got going, okay? This ain't no
he
pyramid.
does it too. He puts Rain in this trench coat and gives her the fucking mask. It is like, who is this mysterious person? And then Domon's like, Rain, you damn traitor! Immediately. That was seeing her face zoomed up always gives me a bit of a chuckle because it's like that looks. I know it looks completely fine, but seeing that always on Schwartz and then seeing it on Rain makes it look silly. If it was like Rain's alter ego, it would have been fine. But like just always seeing it on Schwartz and then Rain's just wearing the Gundam mask makes it look fucking dumb. And during this fight, and then after this fight, he realizes that Schwartz is Kyoji. He's like, what? You're Kyoji? Then he passes out. Allenby is on the Battle Royale Island. Oh yeah, and then Rain does her whole thing, and then her father does the turn of like, I was actually evil the whole time. I caused all of this, which we already talked about, so I can skim.
Mm-hmm.
Allenby on the Battle Royale Island and berserking. Zeus Gundam gets KO'd. Dark Gundam ate it.
Yep.
Schwartz is an android with DG cells. Jester Gundam and Cobra Gundam were also there, but they were dead. So Cobra Gundam also made it to the end.
Mm.
Did he really, though?
He did. He was there, but he just died immediately to probably Neo-Italy.
Yeah, but if you make it to the finish line, but you die right after, did you really win the race?
I mean, depends on how hard you die.
Well,
I mean, if you die and your corpse bits cross the finish line, I consider that a win. Those surprise Gundams get a name. They're called the Four Kings of the Dark Souls.
Dark Souls?
Yeah, the Four Kings. The four Gundams of the Dark Gundam.
Yeah.
The Four Kings of the Dark Gundam. Saying Gundam so much it's becoming not a word because I'm talking about Gundam.
Yep. It's to mimic the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Yep. Four Kings of Dark Souls. Rain's father is trying to kill Kyoji.
Because who wouldn't want to? He's
An
kind of
android who calls him Dr. White. So now all I can think of is Mega Man, because an android is trying to get killed by its creator and is calling its creator Dr. White. And I'm like, God, why does this remind me of Mega Man? Neo Japan's military is the only reason Dark Gundam became Ultimate Gundam. I mean, Ultimate Gundam became Dark Gundam. Being bad, we already talked about that. Rain is now the pilot of Rising Gundam. Also, fun little side, she wasn't torn down by the trace system this time around, showing her growth and progression.
There you go. Good
she's
job,
having-
Ray.
Yeah.
Now let me watch this guy finger his old master.
Yes.
No,
Again, when you just use it's like Goku fisting his opponent while his family cheers on and happily as he fists this dragon. Argo and Saishesi. Oh god, I spelled that so terribly. KO'd defending Domon, getting Domon past. Which, by the looks of it, they make it look like they're fucking dead that whole time. I think even Domon thinks they're dead when he moves forward. He's like, oh no, they died defending me so I can move up and beat the Dark Gundam. Which, hey, give them credit. They were willing to die to defend
Dumb.
beat the Dark Gundam because they realize, oh shit, Dark Gundam is bad. Oh yeah, I talked about we skipped over a nice scene of Argyle during his match before Neo Canada. He has a really nice talk with Natasha when she's sitting on the pier.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
she's like trying to hype up Argyle for his fight. And it's nice because it's like, yeah, we're treating you like shit. We probably shouldn't be treating you this bad. And I do feel bad for you. To a same degree. And it's nice because it's not like Argyle's just a beefy, mindless knucklehead. He's actually smart. He's actually cool. So he's actually a very likable dude. And even from his like piracy background, piracy does get a whole lot better when you actively go out of your way not to hurt civilians and don't hurt anybody. So, you know, gotta give it credit that. Bro, just TC'd.
Looks like I'm not the only one that dozed off for a second, too.
No, his thing DC'd. You already did that once also.
I was watching Zaku.
Yes, we get it. We were watching Zaku.
Mm-hmm.
Back row.
You were watching Zaku till you went to sleep, and then woke up and said you weren't asleep.
I wasn't asleep.
You were asleep.
Oh, then you get Chibbity and George next up, who get an awesome fucking end fight against Chapman and his large, beefy Gen Cannon Gundam. Where they have to do this whole thing to actually beat it, whereas Saseshi and Argyle just kind of brute force it. The Eagle. They actually fight it, and they also get a mid scene where they hide from it and they christen their Gundams. And Chibbity like gets his Gundam, pours one out for his Gundam as he's fucking. That was a cool fucking scene. I like that a lot. Them sitting there just chilling on their Gundams, just like, yeah, we're probably gonna die here. Nothing much is gonna happen here, really. So fuck it, might as well pop this now. It's a good moment. A lot of movies do that moment.
Yeah, they do.
Rain steps in to fight Allenby.
Yes.
Ultimate, which he beats Allenby in 2 shots. Very, very delayed 2 shots, but 2 shots. It's honestly, I think Allenby would have stood a much better chance if Neo Hong Kong didn't fucking Mr. Wong or Mr. Hong or whatever the fuck his name was didn't like turn him into the 4 King, because Noble Gundam is just better than whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
The stupid little ball with teeth. Ultimate Gundam was designed to heal and repair the Earth. Swords is a mental clone of Kyoji, which is actually kind of cool because they use it. They use it as a base, so they had to. Neo Germany went to fight the Dark Gundam, ran to the Dark Gundam, ended up fighting it, died during the fight, and Kyoji was like, "Oh shit, I can use that body." Restructured the body and put his consciousness into the body. That was pretty good. Rain was able to stop Allenby. Domon kills both Kyojis at the end.
Yep.
Which is also pretty neat because the other Kyoji wakes up and is like fine with. That's nice when you like have the whole. You have your other person, even though he's weak, is still down for you killing him because that was the plan the whole time. That was why he created the mental clone, is to get Domon to come kill him. So it worked. I like it. Domon's final battle results in Master Age of Death and an actual touching death scene. Unlike Super.
It's the sun rising in the east. I don't know the whole time.
Oh, that was right, yeah.
Domon, look. The east is burning red.
Oh, yeah, there it goes.
I can cheat the whole thing. I fucking love these guys.
Do it.
No.
Do it. No balls.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it. The whole crowd's Shadow. The crowd's with you.
Come on, Age of Death. Neo Japan is super evil. Neo Japan is super evil. 46, super evil. Neo Japan. We talked about this earlier. Rain is being used to tar and pilot the Dark Gundam. We also talked about, for a good bit, the Horse being one of the greatest of Gundam pilots.
Horse is the best Gundam pilot, okay?
Yeah.
Dark Gundam's lucky horse was on its side.
I'll make a horse out of you.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Here's where it's got too much for me of how much Darling in the Franxx straight up took from G-Gundam. It's when the scientist, and I even preferences with, oh my god, I'm sorry to keep bringing this up, but the evil scientist turning on his own plans to fight back inside the hostile ship structure with the wounded arm, and how the Ultimate Gundam was designed to rejuvenate the Earth, along with the true pilot being a specific female. I can't possibly think for a second anymore that Darling in the Franxx didn't take a little too much from G-Gundam.
Okay, so so there's some other things about that. So one is designed to save the Earth. It was designed as purely a weapon.
Okay, what happened to your mic? Fix
Your mic broke.
What?
Okay,
Speak more
start
clearly.
over.
Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
We're good.
Testing? Okay. So, one, it wasn't designed to just keep the Earth. It was designed to kill people. So that was
Yes,
one
but the
difference.
energy was powering the Earth, remember? And when the ship
Yes.
fleet returns, it rejuvenates the Earth after its mission is accomplished.
It doesn't regenerate the
Yeah,
Earth.
it does. The fleet ships return home after the
Oh, yeah. you're talking
Zero
about
Two
the fleet ship.
leaves, and it rejuvenates the Earth. It refertilizes the soil.
I forgot about that. No. No, they didn't. Remember, because there was already
Yeah,
one,
they did.
one soil ready.
No,
there.
that's how they were able to sustain.
energy. Yeah, and that's why they made the promise. Like, we swear we will never use Mako energy again
Because it's the
because it's
source
their
of the
lives.
Earth. Yeah.
It's their lives, and it's also the source of the Earth.
Okay, well, never mind.
Oh, that was your whole thing?
Yeah, no, that's the only thing. And I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, also the fact that the Doctor's plan was never to. Like, the Doctor really didn't have a plan. It's kind of like that whole. Which makes
Well,
it
the
kind of
Doctor's
worse.
plan was to be the one piloting that big thing to destroy everybody.
With
With
no,
her.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
with
all
the
he
Queen.
wanted was to be.
He
wanted
was
to
still
be with the
evil,
Queen.
and then he turned last second and was like,
Yeah,
no,
I'd say
you
he
go
was
Zero
You
Two.
want to talk about last second turning, okay? And Darling in the France, you got
Based.
the other clones, the noble unit. Okay,
Oh,
those
okay.
super preppy guys.
Wild out emotions.
Yes.
Yeah, how
yes,
in,
that
up to
showed
the
a
last
shit ton
second they
of
were going
emotion.
all, yeah. We talked
Yeah.
about that, though, of like how,
Yes.
I remember going off about that and how it was so
We
dumb
did.
that they were like, oh, we're going to stay behind and die. But no, the moment after we're not getting treatment, now we're going to go kill our masters. Like, what? Where this? What? You weren't thinking that when they were all like, everyone on Earth deserves to die. No, you weren't like that then? It's now.
Nope.
Now, afterwards. You were choking out of it for longer. It's just like, eh.
Choose your penis.
Can possibly take from a little bit too much. Female lead also turns into a solid object.
Yep,
Which is-
Yep. We went over this earlier in the episode.
That was just too much. That really, like, I still say Darling in the Franxx is good.
Yeah.
But
it does
it's a
feel-
little bit more creatively bland now. Because it's just... Because
I mean,
a lot of the
It's
good
just a more
parts I
modern
still
G-Gundam.
like are unique to Darling in the Franxx. Like it's again the show part of the thing where it's like the stuff you're doing is good. You can use G-Gundam as a base, that's fine. I didn't have an issue with that. But when you're literally taking whole plot points,
So here's how I thought about this show, though. All of the things were good until one of the main directors watched G-Gundam and then changed the whole entire show.
that's not at all what happened.
No, they had
It
to
is.
G-Gundam.
That is so not at all what happened.
Yeah.
It is. Think about it. After
It's
21, it just became G-Gundam.
No.
It was G-Gundam
God,
before
no.
them.
21.
I
was
wish, because
G-Gundam
then it would have been
before.
much better.
No.
Even them going into space to
Holy
fight the
shit.
big bad. Like, Domon didn't have to go 500 light years away to fight the big bad. Like, what's the point of that? If they did just steal G-Gundam's ending, 1000%, like, to the point, it would have been such a better show. Like, you could have had Zero Two return to her normal form. You could have had him fucking be normal, like, he could have came back. It's like, it would have made more... The fight against the fleet is where that should have ended. They shouldn't have gone farther than that. That was neat at some points, but really stupid. But that's, again, Darling in the Franxx is whole structure. good at some points, but at others really fucking stupid.
It's a really good moment followed by a horrible moment. And it's like, wow.
Everyone,
8 followed by a 2. It's like, this balanced out really awkwardly well.
Yeah.
everyone,
Still, anything else to talk about, Shadow?
yeah, last 2 episodes. Everyone teams up to fight the Dark Gundam.
Yes, we all won. Everyone who's died before shall raise on the earth, including the mummy, who was literally turned into nothing.
Oh, poor Mummy.
Awkward. He had no cells left. They completely destroyed him.
Maybe they
But you
remade
know
his
what?
Gundam.
Yes, and it's just some other new pilot. Like, this is a
Piloting the
mummy
zombie
Gundam.
Gundam. He's like, this is weird. I don't like this. And there's like tentacles slowly reaching out for him. He's like, I don't like
He's
this.
a knife. He's a knife inside cutting him.
my
God
body.
damn it.
No, my body. Mommy, no.
I feel like the Major started this all of as an excuse to have an excuse of how buff he is. Because there's a moment he's like, good thing I still kept my body in top shape. And he rips off his fucking coat. And he's more buff than a JoJo character.
Oh, like, I know. I was like in shock. I was like,
And I'm
You've
just like,
been
I'm sitting there like, Jesus
That's
Christ, you're fucking ripped.
that is
Yep.
so beyond that. That fucker had an 8-pack.
No, it's great. Like, I'll bring another anime into this.
perfectly
Baki's-
defined 8-pack. And it's like, God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Why
no,
did they just
Baki.
throw him in Burning Gundam? God.
Well, Rising Gundam is comparable in strength to Burning, actually. It was made similarly to Burning Gundam. So he was actually going to have his own Burning Gundam. He just didn't use it because he went for Master Gun. Master Gundam. Or Master...
Yeah, where you basically took the 4 9
Yeah.
horsemen and you kind of
Fused them
slapped them all together.
to create a
I like
reactor.
how they even said that too. Like, did he just take all the 4 kings and just put them all together?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And now it's a reactor.
Uh-huh.
It's a perpetual energy machine somehow now.
It's worked out kind of. I don't know how that works. I don't know much about potential energy generators, but I think that's how you make one.
Giant cannon robot. Works enough for me. And he's shirtless the whole rest of the fucking... As long as he's alive from that moment on, he's completely shirtless.
Oh yeah, no.
He did that
Oh,
entirely.
he knew that hard, man. He's been hiding those abs for so long, dude. He had to show them for as long as he could. You saw him the whole show. You did not think that man was that ripped.
I did no way in hell.
He's earned the fact that he does not have to wear a shirt ever.
He earned that right. Exactly. The second he turned that shit off, it's like, why have you been wearing that? Why are you hiding this from us? God, you should have the whole viewer without a shirt on. It's Ooble. This guy doesn't wear a shirt.
One thing about the Major, though, is that he's kind of sudden turn. He kind of has a sudden turn and flip a switch from I'm good.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of like the nice one the whole time. And the moment his plan happens, he's evil. And it's just like,
that's what you're looking at.
I see it, but
The
I actually am
weirdest
fine with
thing
it.
is like when he was talking, he made it sound like he used to be a Gundam fighter.
He was.
Yeah, but they never really mentioned him as a Gundam fighter before.
They did a whole scene of him. He lost to Master Asia. He was undefeated. He was a genius fighter.
Yeah.
And then he loses to Master Asia.
That would be until the East came.
And it fucked him up. And then he went back home immediately after losing to Master Asia and was dishonored. And that's why he was piloting a random shit Gundam and some random shit defense unit. And that's when he got his face blown off. And he's like, this is by the worst it's ever been. And it was by the master of the pupil of this dude's family who has ruined my life twice now, connected to Domon. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill Domon. I like how they defeat him with the Shuffle Alliance. They combine all their attacks. Pretty simple.
Oh, yeah, we all doing our own.
Like Shuffle Alliance.
We're doing Domon's ultimate attack, but we're all gonna put our energy into it.
Yeah.
Yes. It was cool. It's kind of weird still.
Dragon Ball Z again.
Yeah, but we forgot to talk about Master Asia, like when he died. Oh, we wish we could have changed something.
Well, the whole backstory was really cool about how he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we used to be a dedicated member of the Shuffle Alliance.
Oh, you mean when he's talking to the
Yeah.
Shuffle Alliance after he died?
Yeah, and
after
then he
he
was
got
like,
his-
yeah, and then he's like, it's like I had to go investigate. And they're like, so you did go to investigate on what the Gundam battles are doing, since we all
Yeah.
blindly agreed to it and didn't actually look into it.
Yeah.
And that explains why he betrayed us. He's like, yes, I'm sorry, my friends.
Yep.
Yeah, we did screw up. This was on a say your goodbyes to your pupil, and we'll be waiting for you on the other side kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool
It
moment.
was a good way to turn Master Asia back into a good guy last second.
Yeah, which
Like,
is a
right
part of
before
that
he
just
died.
emotional roller coaster. They did really good with Master Asia. I mean, that was handled so well. You know, it's like, yep, no, good, really bad, good, really bad, good, really bad, and good, and then just good again. It's like, wow, yep, no, they did it.
At the very end end of the show, the assassin gets to lead the squad. Mandela Gundam leading everybody, which doesn't make sense actually because his own country disowned him
None
after
at
that
all.
fight because he lost.
Yeah, yeah,
He
but
was
just took the
abandoned.
Gundam and
Mandela
ran
Gundam
with
was
it. But
destroyed.
he ran with it. Was it completely destroyed?
It was destroyed for the most part. Like it falls apart. Could have probably been put together again, maybe. But like it's you know how Mandela Gundam's made of balls. Like most of the balls rolled away. That's what happened. So after the head was destroyed, he gets to lead the squad, and immediately after I typed this, I hit play, and he died, and I was like, "Damn it! My assassin is dead now." He doesn't actually die; he shows up later. But like this
Yeah,
scene
it
shows
looks
him
like he
exploding, and then my whole final thought. My whole final thoughts of the show was when I finished the episode, when I didn't write anything else, was just like, show's a classic. It's hard to argue the oldies like this because it's just it created a part where so many just went all in on it, and like you could see its inspiration, and you can see what it was inspired from Dragon Ball Z, and what this inspired after it, and it's like yeah, you can see the inspirations here. All right,
Yeah,
so
Thoughts.
final verdicts.
Me?
Sure.
Oh no,
Yeah.
again, it is a classic. It's good. You know, I mean, the storytelling wasn't too bad. You know, the characters, the way they changed the characters and jumped the characters around were really good for the most part, except when everyone was like, "We're no longer fighting with you." Where we just sounded like everyone just they were speaking English, but none of them knew how to actually speak English. So Doma was like, "What?"
Why are you just
Because they
demanding me again?
Yeah, like they were like, "We want to fight you," but instead they're like, "We're not with you," and it's like, why?
Yeah, that was the worst like feeling because it actually aggravates you as a viewer. Like, why are we doing this again?
What is with this random
We
betrayal?
did this
Like,
twice
is
already.
stupid betrayal. Yeah, it's like besides that, they handled the characters really good with how they changed them around. Even like Chapman, how they had like the super Nolan, then they showed him at his lows, then they kind of peaked him up again. You know, and what I like too is when they killed people, they built them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in their last moments, they always built them up rather than like, yes, no, he died a villain, but he used to be a hero. You know, it's like they always did the opposite. They always made the characters look in a better
Like in
fight
his own
as they were
mind,
dying.
he did die the hero. He was fighting
Yeah.
a good fight.
Yeah, like his wife agreed with him, and it's like they always ended everybody every time like they did like a death scene like that. They always ended on like a high note in a pot. Somehow made it seem more like a good thing, you know, and that they weren't just evil. It was really cool. Kind of went with that like shades of gray aspect I like about Gundam shows. They brought out a lot. So I thought the character designs were really cool. Fight scenes weren't bad. Good for the time. Acceptable by today's standards, I would actually say. You know, so yeah, I give it a 7. I would definitely recommend this to people if they want to watch an action anime and they're like, I'm not a big fan of Dragon Ball. And I'll be like, okay, well, here's something shorter that doesn't have as convoluted and as, you know, wholly of a plot.
And hey, if you like Darling in the Franxx, you should probably check this out if you haven't already, because it's It's a lot like Darling in the Bronx points.
I really don't know, because if they want Darling as a friend, they've seen half of this show.
It's such a like a. It was such a shocking moment to see, like, okay, they took a good bit coming from the first half and going like, yeah, they took a good bit, and then seeing this half and being like, they took more than a good bit. They took like 75% of the whole plot line, and they just like even the government turn, like, oh my god, everything. And I get it, some things are standardized, but whatever. Okay, Poison, you go.
I'm not gonna be as crucial as it was. Or actually, did we do reviews last time?
No, we don't do those for halves, even though you tried to.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So,
If you want to rate the first half and the second half, you can.
Yeah, it's a little bit corny compared to today's standard, just a little bit. For instance, on some of the like, one that sticks out is when Master Asia and Domu were.
Speak clearer or unblock your mic.
Am I better?
No, unblock your mic.
Stop falling asleep, Poison.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm asleep right now.
That's better.
Okay.
Did you say I'm asleep right now?
No. Okay,
I'm not falling asleep. I am asleep. I'm unconsciously boxing. I'm becoming more accurate and deadly as I go.
I'm impo. Okay, calm down. I can do things.
I'm gonna recommend a horrible anime. You guys fucking veto it, and then
I'm gonna recommend Zoids. You want to talk about bad anime?
Yeah, no.
It's coming up after FMA.
Don't threaten. Don't you fucking don't you get that notion out of your fucking head, Shadow.
Hey, it might be cool. I don't know. I never watched the whole thing.
No.
I remember liking it when I was 10. Fuck you.
Yeah. No, and don't even say you liked it when you're 10. You like it now, Shadow.
I do like it now.
Yeah, don't bring this.
I love Liger. Liger is the best Zoid.
Okay, now back to what I was saying.
Which 6 Ligers are there that you've liked?
It's one. It has multiple variants. It can change in and out of heavy armor, Blade Liger, Claw Liger, Liger Zero, which is unarmored Liger. Okay, Poison go.
Okay. God, Shadow, you're such a fucking... So...
Such a fucking hypocrite? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's annoying when someone cuts you off 50 times.
No, I really don't care. Because I get to listen to your in-depth conversation because you're my friend and I like listening to your opinion, Shadow.
Mister, I literally fall asleep in 2 of the last 3 episodes. Okay.
Okay, that was me during the show too, for for all the jobber fights, basically.
Okay.
Other than the Master Asia fight.
You fell asleep hardcore.
I was not asleep.
In GT?
If I fell asleep.
In
GT?
GT?
No, that was asleep. That was
you falling asleep. This time you took a nap. You took a nap. Okay.
Well, these 10-hour shifts getting hard to me.
Let's say you took a power nap, okay?
No. A power nap implies 30 minutes, Jordan.
Okay.
Get your napping standards up. But
okay.
The animation was a little bit shoddy at some places. One that stuck out was Master Asia versus Domu fight, where they were just spinning heads. They were
that's just the technique,
spinning with heads.
That's the technique that they're using. That's the whole.
It still looked weird, Shadow.
Yeah, it looks weird, but it's like again, it's the old kung fu movie vibe that they're kind of going
that's
for
what I'm saying.
with Master Asia.
It's an old tacky kind of thing. I
don't think it's tacky. I think it's classy.
1992.
You need more Beyblades going vertically.
Yes, man.
Vertical Beyblades are amazing.
The vertical Beyblades were never a thing. So, the animation was good for the most part. The voice actors were actually better than I expected from 1992.
Well, this was before the strike. The actors actually cared.
Yeah.
Yeah. And overall, not bad. I wouldn't say... I'm not going to go as far as Reddit. Actors. Where they recommend it to someone, I would start them with a more Zaku and less G-Gundam.
Well, the original Gundam's completely different. It's not the same.
Exactly.
Have you ever seen the original Gundam? You
I
probably.
like the
watched it.
original.
Yes.
Have you watched it recently? Because
No.
I
There's a
don't
lot
think
of
you watched
major-
it.
you don't remember it then, because there's
It's a lot of
it
nothing.
aged- the issue was it was good for its time. It brought some
Yeah.
good things. When it comes to innovation,
Yeah, just like
it
And
was
it's,
G-Gundam,
good.
the
it's
first time.
older. Here's the thing.
No,
It's
but it
older
doesn't
than this,
age
though,
well.
even.
Yeah, no,
like
it's like
it
from
didn't age well.
It's like
1985.
86, 89?
This
What is it? Fucking.
this aged well. That doesn't
Mhm.
age well.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll have to rewatch it. I'll rewatch it a lot of time.
Go ahead.
Okay, so but
Mhm.
overall, I'd not recommend it to new people. I would recommend something more like hint, hint, Ruby.
Mhm.
Different things, but hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look. I was gonna look up something, but okay.
Okay, Shout, your turn.
Hold on, should I? Ready? Go look up how long the original. Go look up how long the original.
What?
Gundam is, if you can. Because that might be an option if it's like 40, but I think it's like 100 something. So I love it. It's a classic. Last time I believe I said a lot of the stuff. A lot of
is 42.
not the worst. Last time I was talking about how this is probably only good as 7. That was because I didn't like Alan B and I didn't like Noble. And whereas I don't like Noble's design, I actually turned around and said Alan B is pretty cool. I like Alan B. I like a lot of what she does. The romance is done well, better than most. Trying to which ones I like, I actually pay attention to the romance if they're going to throw it in there. They do something with it. A lot of what happens is good. Sometimes it does age. Its age does show around the edges every now and again, I will admit. But for the most part, it did age really well. The voice acting, there's very few times where it sounds a bit awkward or clunky, which is impressive considering it's an anime. Especially impressive considering it went past 20 episodes. Because usually when you start going into the longer running series, the writers or the translators start to get a bit sketch every now and again. So I gotta give it credit. It did shockingly well and held up much better than I thought it would. So I'm actually going to have to give this an 8 for a lot of the reasons that I've already said. I love pretty much everything about it, and it exceeded my expectations from what I used to watch it. So I'm going to give it... It surpassed what I thought it was going to get. So I really did like that. A ton. Just an absolute ton. So, thank you, Reddit, for looking that up also, because now...
Original Gundam, just so you guys know, originally aired in April of 1979.
Yep.
Jesus.
But didn't come
G-Gundam with
to
2000.
America. But didn't come to America till 2001.
Whew.
So the dub is all younger than G-Gundam.
Well, no, G-Gundam... Really? Because did G-Gundam come out in 1994?
English air date. Let me look at G-Gundam. Let me see if I can find it.
English air date for G-Gundam is 2002.
Was it 2002?
Yep.
Then it's
Okay.
1 year older. So the English is 1 year older than the original Gundam.
Okay.
So,
Old fucking shows.
but so 15 was never aired in America.
15?
Yep.
G-Gundam?
Nope, regular Gundam.
Oh. Flashing lights. I know what it is. It's flashing lights. There's got to be flashing lights in there somewhere. Back in the olden
Distress signal
days.
is detected on a small island in the Pacific. Armorless deployed the core fighting unit to investigate the source. So yes, there is a distress signal. So as soon as the light is there, was neither broadcasted nor made available on DVD in North America due to the director's request.
We might have to do the Japanese dub of that if we're ever going to do it, because now I want to see it. Episode of Original Gundam I never saw. I wonder if it's
that's
just
scary.
like the rest of Gundam. Slow. Alright. Poison, I believe it's up to you for picking the next show.
Yep. And if you didn't catch it by the heavily quotation hints, we're doing Ruby because it's October.
Really? I thought you said you were going to do Overlord.
Yeah, but then I looked at the month.
Okay.
because, correct me if I'm wrong, people are going to, the two people that watch our videos. Ruby usually releases on October.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I want to, because we're going to do one season per week
Wow.
until the new season.
But isn't
they're
Ruby like
tw-
10 episodes and like they're really short?
Yeah,
They get
Unless you wanna
longer
do two.
in the later seasons.
yeah.
The
Where they
initial
realize,
season,
oh, this is
like the
popular.
initial, yeah, it's like the initial show, like it's shorter, but then once you get into like
You
season
can watch
3,
it like
they
an hour.
start, and like
Yeah,
season
actually-
3, they become normal episodes, like normal
Yeah.
anime length for the last 2 episodes, last 2 or 3 seasons. I don't remember, but
Ruby 1 season.
Okay, so figure out what we're doing next.
Okay, volume 1 is 2 hours. And
so
total.
what
run-
episodes are we doing?
We're doing volume 1. And
Season
if-
1, or are we going to do season 1, season 2 since they're kind of short?
No, that's what I'm saying. We're either going to do volume 1, which is 16 episodes, or we can do volume 1 and 2. It all depends on how fast we get through them.
Well, it's more of a thing of like how long.
How long
Also,
total are they?
I am right. October 27th is the new dates.
Mhm.
I was right. So, about Wednesday, if you guys haven't watched it, we will, if you guys have watched it by then, we will do part 1 and 2, volume 1 and 2.
Mhm.
If you guys haven't, we'll just do volume 1.
Okay.
It's 2 hours in length. Yeah, so.
Now, you can watch that on Rooster Teeth's site, right?
You can watch it on Rooster's site. You can watch it on YouTube.
They have like the whole thing like on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I can send you a
Really,
link. It's like a whole, goes through everything. There's
yeah,
no
every episode in.
But we will be watching by the way, we will watch the trailers too, because those are actually important.
The what?
The trailers, remember? Remember they did in season 1? The trailers for it?
You're gonna have to write. Okay, so like
Yeah.
after today, like sometime tomorrow, you gotta write down like the plan of what we're gonna do.
Okay, give me
Okay,
a
so
sec.
like say right now, like what's the thing? Like the trailers.
Volume 1 and the trailers.
So volume 1 and the trailer, like for the whole thing, or for volume 1 and 2.
Are we watching
So,
the trailer
so
second season? Are we watching?
okay, here's what we're doing. Give me a sec.
Are we watching all of volume 1? Like,
So the
are we
trailers
watching just-
have importance in Ruby for each of the characters. So for the first one, they wanted to show off all of the different characters. So they have a one for Ruby, they have one for Weiss, yada yada yada, Blake and Ying. Thank you. I don't know why I always forget best girl, but
She's not best girl. She goes rage mode and then immediately gets KO'd by a combo.
punches everything. I know it's best girl.
She gets KO'd
She's
by a combo
Tifa.
in one hit.
She's fucking Tifa, man. She's
I'm
Tifa.
Super Saiyan now KO.
She's Tifa.
And yeah, so we're watching the trailers. Watch them first, and then go watch Volume 1, which will be about
Just
an hour
watch
and
all
53 minutes.
4 of the character trailers. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, that's fine.
yeah, because they have importance. Because they do reference them in the show.
Okay, that's fine. I can do that.
I'm gonna do a side note. My 2 interactions with Ruby up to this point have been 1, the terrible, terrible video game.
Hey, that game wasn't super horrible. There's been worse games.
There's been worse games, but as somebody who's never watched Ruby, that made me never want to touch Ruby with a 20-foot pole. So
you made us watch Wolfrain, so you know what, you owe us one.
Yeah.
Hey, Poison liked it. Poison liked it, and you even admitted that it was good. That doesn't really hold anything.
It made me feel emotions.
Did they grab the hot dogs with their hands?
Because they grabbed it with their mouth. We've been over this in like
No,
5 different things.
Shadow,
They
they
were
did.
going to be in like
They're
Arc 15. I'm going to be standing on a mountain, and you're going to be looking up on the mountain as lightning strikes. It's like, how do they grab the hot dogs? And I'm going to be shouting down from the mountain. Why do you keep coming back to this?
Why is
Because
there
it's not
never
the
dog
answer.
fur?
They
Why
can't-
isn't there fur
they
getting
grab
all over
it
the
with their
other
mouth,
fucking
Shadow.
dog shed?
Why?
Wolf's
did
shed. Where's
they
their
eat
shed
Because
hair?
it
There's
doesn't
no
matter.
mouth
And
and not
they
their
do
hand.
show the shedding in a couple scenes. They do show
Why?
that when they're sleeping and
Why?
they leave. Just they're always on the move, so it doesn't matter. The one time they stop is a city of wolves.
Ah.
Why did it show the human forms in the City of Wolves?
It showed the human forms in the city of wolves, because otherwise there'd be like 100 wolves in that city, and like the humans would be really
explain
fucking
anything.
creeped out. However, the bigger question you should be asking is what about the brothels in that city that fucking wolves are in and people are visiting?
Yeah, guess what? You, of all people, know that people would fuck a wolf, Shadow.
Yes!
You do. You would probably fuck a wolf if you had the opportunity.
If it was blue.
See?
See?
Fucking
See?
sicko.
See?
At least he's honest about being a sicko.
Hey, but I'd also fuck Kerrigan after Zerg.
Oh, that's because you're freaky as fucking weird.
So, watching Ruby, right? Oh yeah, the fucking terrible
We're doing
video
Ruby
game.
trailers, yeah.
And the other thing, which is why I'm talking about Ying getting knocked out in 2 seconds after she goes burst mode, is because BlazBlue
BlazBlue.
cross tag battle, which I will add, I really like Ruby in it. However, Weiss is a piece of shit. Blake's fine, but Weiss is just a terrible character. There's literally just a better version of Weiss in that fucking game.
Are you talking about gameplay or character?
Gameplay, and character. There's just a woman who uses a rapier that she actually works with, and the woman is just so much better because she's a Persona character, I believe, and she has a stand, which is just like whoo, makes them better.
Well, anyways,
better.
I need to go. I got work tomorrow, so.
Yep,
Alright.
nice.
So yeah, those are my 2 interactions with
Ruby.
Ruby. Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna like it. There's a lot of character development, and the seasons have a certain feel to them.
I feel like I'm not gonna like
And
it.
the intro song is important, and it's not like all other intros. It will show you some stuff, but not a lot. But the music is important.
Yes,
It's for Shadow.
shouting out "I'm Super Saiyan now" is very important.
No, not that song. Not that song. And all the other songs were good too.
You want to talk about cringy? The Ying song going, "I'm Super Saiyan now." That's. Ugh.
Summer. I don't remember saying that in that song.
I
That
played
song-
BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle and I played Ying. That's the one part of the line that gets played before she gets KO'd.
No, it's I Burn.
I burn, can't hold. Look up the lyrics to that song.
No.
Hold on. We're gonna do a quick I burn lyrics search. I burn lyrics. Jeff Williams, I burn Ruby Wiki. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Ying's face looks creepy. Alright. Mirror, mirror from the shadows. I burn is Ying's theme. His lyrics. Come at me and you'll see. I almost wrote that as I'll more than meet the eye. I'm more than meets the eye. You think that you'll beat me. You're gonna find the time. You're standing too close to a flame that's burning hotter than the sun in the middle of July. Okay, sending out an army because you still can't win. Listen up, silly boy, because I'm gonna tell you why. I burn, can't hold me down. Nothing can stop me. I burn, swing all you want. Like a fever, I'll take you down. Reign supreme in your dreams. You'll never make me bow. Kick my ass. I'm world class and Super Saiyan now. Bam.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
And Super Saiyan now. And then she gets KO'd, and it's really disappointing.
Yeah, but it's meant for like those montages where someone gets like, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, then the later parts of the song are better. Hotter than the sun, feel my fire, pyromaniac, my desire. Thought you could see the truth till I burned down the booth. Human Torch can't fuck with me. Human Torch can't mess with... Okay, that's stupid. Oh, that's the clean version of it. Oh, boo.
Yeah.
Human Torch can't fuck with me. Johnny Blaze, suspect B. What?
Yeah.
Are they talking about Ghost Rider?
Yes, they are.
Strike him quick, lightning fast. Melt them bitches down to ash. Okay, melt them britches, really? That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, clean versions are stupid. Have you ever heard?
That's so... Like, no, but even, like, the... Here's the thing I don't like with the song, is the references are dumb. You have one reference. You have DBZ. And then you go Marvel. Why?
It's a cool song.
It's confusing.
Don't you shut up. It's not confusing.
It doesn't make sense. Alright, we're done here. Say your
See ya.
goodbye, Poison.
Bye.